Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here at the final of the Rainbow Cup. It is going to be Benetton taking on the Bulls. It is going to be in Italy. So the Bulls have had to travel up to the Northern Hemisphere for the first time in this Rainbow Cup competition. I am hyped up. Hope you guys are as well. We have already got a few people in here. We have got Jan Feder in the chat, as said hi, and also James Gordon has woken up at 2:45. I am still sick. I might have to take the day off tomorrow as well. And if you are up at this hour, James, maybe that would be the best bet. But at this stage, we are only around 10 minutes away from kickoff. I have got a whole heap of information for you guys before we get to kickoff. But also, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is very much appreciated. Also, leave a like on this live stream. But nonetheless, let's get straight into some of the action, which involves looking at the lineups for these two sides. The Benetton side we will look at first. And I have to say, they have got a strong side in that regard of the fact that they have got quite a few international players in there. Looking through the lineup, though, one name is one that is on the names or on the lips of players, and that is Duvanaka in the number 9 jersey as the captain. He is South African, and he is going to be up against some of his fellow South African players in that Bulls side, a lot of them indeed, and it is going to be a very exciting contest to see these two sides go at it for the first time in the Rainbow Cup. We are going to get to see Southern Hemisphere taking on Northern Hemisphere, and I am extremely excited for the Bulls, though. They finished top of the table in the Southern Hemisphere, the Rainbow Cup South Africa. They were able to finish top of the table, just above the Sharks and just above the Stormers as well, both having decent Super Rugby. I keep on saying Super Rugby. I'm too excited. Super Rugby's on my brain. Anyone wondering why is this fellow wearing a suit? It is because of the fact that I did a Super Rugby Trans-Tasman final live stream, and for some reason, the suit has just become a part of the final. Anytime we've got a final, I am wearing the suit. And yeah, hopefully it is going to bring them a little bit of success here. The Bulls by 7 is the prediction for Birdie as well. Coat and tie, says Nicola. Yeah, we are dressed up for this one. We are overly dressed, I feel. It is currently 4:22 a.m. here in New Zealand, but I am excited for this, like the suit mate, says Birdie as well. When is the stream ending, says James Gordon? We would be looking at maybe around that 6:15 mark or so, maybe a little bit later than that. It's going to be a late night or an early night, depending on what way you look at it. And 1-0 to Portugal at the moment, says Aidan. Wait, there's no number 15 on the Bulls team. Is there not? He must be hiding if that is the case, or he should be. He's actually down the bottom, David Creel. They have got it a little bit different. It is the home side with the fullback at the top, and then at the bottom, it is the away side. And this is the away side here. They have got a strong lineup, but could the Heat in Italy at the moment, they are going to be playing it at Treviso, and it's going to be kicked off at around 6:30 p.m. Italian time. So whether or not it has cooled down much at that stage, there's been a heat wave in the Northern Hemisphere. So maybe the South African players who are in winter might not be too used to it. But we will look at the benches as well for these two sides. Two strong benches. And I am looking forward to getting to see the likes of Zach Berger. Also, Uplon has been playing pretty decently. And yeah, I am excited for this match. As you guys can tell, anytime I am excited for a match, I just can't stop talking. And that is exactly what is happening now, because of the fact that we are only moments away from kickoff as well. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on the live stream. Like I mentioned, or are they only playing 14 men? As I says, I don't know. They have got David Creel out on the field, and if he plays anything like his brother Richard Creel did in that match just before, he will be on fire as well. Got my Bulls kit on. Let's go Bulls, says Birdie. No more Morno Stain as well, says Aidan. I believe he was called up to the Springboks, if I'm not wrong, which it could be in that regard, but I think that was the case, which is why he's not in there. And now, says Aidan, the game's not over yet though, mate. We have still got a good opportunity to see some good rugby here. I had to wake up early because I had to blow my nose as well, says James Gordon. But I will also show you guys the form of these two sides. Of course, Benetton playing in the Northern Hemisphere Rainbow Cup. As you can see, not losing too many games at all. In fact, going undefeated in this competition, which is why they are going to be leading at the end of it. And that is why they are in this final. As you can see, the last game between the Ospreys and Benetton was cancelled. That was due to COVID cases in Ospreys camp, which is why now it is the case of them receiving all the points, which does put them right at the top of the table. And that is how the table of the Northern Hemisphere Pro 14 Rainbow Cup was finishing. Benetton right at the top. Then you have got Munster in second on 20 points, almost able to overtake them, but not quite because of that loss that they received earlier on in this season as well. We have got, did you manage to prepare your breakfast, mate? Says Birdie, I am going to have breakfast after this live stream. I decided didn't quite have enough time in between to be able to do both. It's still over 33 degrees in Monza. That is a bit warm. So yeah, maybe fatigue could play a factor for those South African players as well who aren't used to those temperatures, because that is very warm indeed. Definitely coming from winter down here in the Southern Hemisphere. We've also got over sore throat and a cold, says James Gordon. So hopefully that will get better for you soon, mate. But also looking at the Bulls lineup, they have had a pretty decent season. Of course, we can see that they did end up having that loss to the Lions. That is the only loss they received in the Rainbow Cup South Africa. Other than that, they have been pretty dominant in some of those matches, although, of course, with the Rainbow Cup South Africa, we've had some very close matches throughout. So I think that is why maybe it is hard to split these two sides. Benetton, they could come out firing in this match, and because of the heat, I mean, it's going to be tough for the Bulls to be able to keep up, but they have got some very class players out on the field, the Bulls, and they will have to have them out there and playing well. As well, as you can see, they finished at the top with 25, Stormers in second on 17, and then it was the Sharks in third on 16. So at this stage, we are only moments away from the kickoff, probably around 4 minutes to be exact. I'm just going to be refreshing to see whether or not it has decided that the game is going to be starting soon. And it is indeed Pro 14 final. Benetton taking on the Bulls. We are going to be watching it live, and I am going to be letting you guys know exactly what is happening. Why have I got tennis? At the moment, it is showing tennis, but I'm hoping the tennis is almost over, or else we will not have the coverage. Hopefully, yeah, the tennis will be over very soon. We will be moving straight back on to the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup final, and it is going to be a very exciting match. Did the Bulls lose any during their season? Just the one to the Lions. That is the only loss that they have. Why they play in the UK, says Aiden. I think it is something to do with... That's actually a good question. I think it is because of the fact that the Bulls had an extra game. So in that regard, I believe they have decided that because of the fact that Benetton only played the 5 and had 22 points without losing a game, I think that is what actually got them the home final. But I'm not actually too sure about that. Might have to check in and find out that information for you as well. But at this stage, we are getting very close to the match taking place. I am excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. And yeah, do let me know your score predictions in the chat as well. Go Bulls, says Colin, and go Bulls, says Jan. And also we have got more fixtures needed cross-continent. Need to know all European opponents better. Go Bulls as well, says Johan. I 100% agree with that. I would love to be able to see a lot more plays or a lot more matches. I know that we're going to get a few internationals, but hopefully we also get a few that are these kind of not club teams, but I guess those kind of lower sides. It would be good to see a lot more of them. At the moment, surely we're not showing tennis at the time of the Benetton final. At the moment, it's got two guys playing tennis, but we are only moments away from kickoff. So surely that is not the case. Those boys must be going a little bit too long, but we will be getting it up very soon for you guys. And yeah, hopefully it does work out for the better. But nonetheless, we will quickly go to home, and I will read you guys the lineups once again for you guys who haven't seen them yet. It is going to be a very interesting one indeed. Benetton at this stage, very strong lineup. I'm looking at the likes of Monty Ioane, also the man in the number 9 jersey, which is Duvanaka. He is a very talented player, and he will be hoping to lead his Bull side all the way, his Benetton side all the way to the first ever Rainbow Cup final, and also not just the final, but to become the champions as well. But a strong 4-pack for Benetton here. Also, the Bulls are going to be playing pretty decently throughout this one as well, I would think. But at this stage, I believe they have changed it to Sky Sport 1. Now, we have got tennis. What is going on? We are missing the Rainbow Cup at the moment in terms of the factor that for some reason they have decided that they want to show us some tennis. Once again, they did it earlier on with the Gallagher Premiership, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So hopefully they do end up switching that around so we do get the Rainbow Cup South Africa somewhere on there, or Rainbow Cup. And also, I guess we have got the Northern Hemisphere Rainbow Cup as well. We playing where the Corona coming from as well, says Jan Fenter. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully travel bubbles and everything along those lines will be able to all stay safe along those lines. Have you gone to bed yet? No, I have not. We have been up all of this time since our Rainbow Cup, since our Super Rugby Trans-Tasman final. I don't want tennis, says James as well. Yeah, it's interesting that they have decided that it is tennis time. So hopefully we do end up with it being the Rainbow Cup on a different channel, because it says that it's on Sky Sport 1, but it isn't on Sky Sport 1 because we are watching people hitting tennis balls back and forth, which isn't actually what we are after in this situation. So we'll look through and see if I can find the right one for us. I've got football. That is the wrong one once again as well. We have got that one. We have got that one. Right. Please tell me it's not going to decide that we're not going to be able to watch this game due to it being tennis. I'm not even sure who's playing in the tennis, but they have been going at it for a very long time. And at this stage, they have decided that on the rugby channel, tennis has taken priority, which is an interesting choice as well. Wellington Saints won as well. And Sebastian has said Blues are the Trans-Tasman champions. Time to crown the Bulls as well, says Sebastian. And yeah, we must be getting very close to the kickoff. So I will have a quick look to see whether or not it has already kicked off. I hope it hasn't, but we must be extremely close to the kickoff being made. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to find a way of watching this. Do Rugby Pass have it? I might have to look up Rugby Pass and see whether or not I can buy a subscription to watch the game as well, because of the fact that it has decided that apparently live now. Can we get into here and have the actual Trans-Tasman? No, that is not what we want. Right. I feel like this is a little bit of an anticlimax at the moment because the game is moments away from kickoff. Pre-match we are sitting at the moment here. And we are probably only about a minute or two away from the match kicking off. So I will have to just sit here kind of in limbo at the moment. We shall see what we are up to. The Cheetahs and the Kings were made the laughingstock when we played them as well. And what does the trophy look like? Players on the field now, says Birdie. So we are extremely close to kickoff. And at the moment, we are watching tennis. It has decided that tennis takes priority. I'm not even sure who these two people are, but they are playing doubles at the moment. But I will quickly look through the other channels and see whether or not they have decided to put it on a different channel for us, maybe a Sky pop-up. But that has got the US Open as well. So that seems to be taking a bit of priority at this stage. I'm nervous at the moment whether or not I am actually going to be able to get this up for you guys because of the fact players on the field now as well. They're getting closer as well. Portugal has been in Germany as well, says Nicola. But at this stage, it is the first half and they have decided that they want tennis. What a terrible time to have a tennis game when we are sitting at the final of the Rainbow Cup South Africa, a game that you stay up till 4:32, and they have decided that they don't want to show it, unfortunately. So I think with that, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, but then we might have to end the live stream, which will be a big shame, as I was really looking forward to this match, and I got dressed up for it, unfortunately. At this stage, it seems like we're not going to be able to go at this stage. What does the trophy look like, says Aiden? I'm not too sure at the moment, purely because of the fact that it has decided that I can't actually watch the game. So, yeah, hopefully the tennis goes away soon. But apparently, yeah, it is the US Open at the moment. We need rugby, says James Gordon. Definitely on the rugby channel. You would think that they would at least have the game going Blues to kick off as well, says Birdie. I think this live stream is going to be ending in a short moment because they have decided that instead of showing the Rainbow Cup final here in New Zealand, we want to watch a few people playing tennis. I'll search on Google, says James Gordon. Thank you very much, mate. Do see if you can find, does Rugby Pass have it? Because I know the South African, you can sign up for, is it Supersport or something along those lines, but I don't think I can without a VPN of some sort. So at this stage, yeah, unfortunately, it seems like they have decided to just not do it. Unfortunately, go Bulls go, says the Japan, and also Jan Fenter. Wish I could be cheering them on as well. Game started, said Birdie. I think this one, unfortunately, due to the fact that tennis takes priority on a rugby channel, we are going to be missing this one. It's a big shame. I was looking forward to the game. I'll probably have to watch the highlights tomorrow. But at this stage, I think it is because of the fact that the tennis is going longer than it should have. So, yeah, at this stage, I think unless I can find it very soon, we are going to be having to end this live stream, unfortunately. But we will have to wait and see. Hopefully, they do decide to put it somewhere else. But at the moment, it looks like all of the channels are taken up. They haven't gone for a pop-up either. The only game that they have got popped up is the Exeter Chiefs versus Sale Sharks. At this stage, Kiwi, I'm both here, and Guru, I'm jumping from stream to stream. As well, says Achilles, if I do more chat, or if I do chat much, just know I am here as well, says Achilles. As well, although we may not be here for too much longer, Achilles, purely because of the fact that, unfortunately, the coverage isn't showing here in New Zealand. That's a shame. Unfortunately, I'm just waiting to see. I'm looking through. Sky Sports Select does not have it either. I'm going to have to end the live stream. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it is a shame. Yeah, they're still playing, unfortunately, in the tennis, right. So, unfortunately, Achilles, they said, hold on. Right, we will wait and see. But at this stage, anyone who is tuning in now, unfortunately, Sky in New Zealand has decided that the game is not going to be played at this stage. I have all the stats, Drew level as well, says Nicola, in the match as well. But at this stage, had all the stats for you. I have the starting lineups if you guys are interested. But yeah, unfortunately at this stage, they have decided that they're not going to be showing the game here in NZ. Oh no. And we have also got, mate, try Rugged Rugby as well. What is Rugged Rugby? I will have a look. Rugged Rugby. Is it illegal? Rugged Rugby? On YouTube, is it? Yeah, it's got the Rainbow Cup final. Is it actually the game? Yes, it is. Right, we have actually got the game here. Thank you very much, Birdie. Right, we are in at the moment, 2 minutes into this match. Right, I'm excited now. We are going to be able to do this up until he gets taken down if he does, but now it's going to be a backline for Benetton here. Right, I am fired up. Thank you very much, Birdie. That is hugely appreciated here, mate, because I was very close to ending the live stream. Anyone who is just tuning in now, we almost had to end the live stream due to it not showing here in New Zealand. But at this stage now, it is going to be, I'll get my scoreboard up, and it is going to be Benetton who are going to be at home for this match. You are an absolute legend, Birdie. Do appreciate you big time. But now they have got Callaway there. Sorry, Halloway or Hayward. I'm a mile off. Right. Benetton nil all up against the Bulls early on in this match. And yeah, it's going to be a very exciting one indeed now that we are going to be able to watch it as well. Yeah, YouTube as well. Right. We are good to go. And it was Tumbway who wasn't making the tackle there. It looks like it's going to be a little bit glitchy maybe, but hopefully it will be good enough. Come watch the rugby guru, guys, if the game doesn't show here as well, says Achille. But it looks like now we are going to be able to have it. 3 minutes into this game, Benetton with the line-out throw. And they have gone over the top there. It's going to be claimed by the Bulls, but it is going to be a penalty there. And I believe it is going to be up against the Bulls here. So it is going to be the the penalty to Benetton now for pushing in the line-out. But yeah, this is going to be an exciting contest between these two sides. They show the Bulls versus Western Province game as well. How are they not taken down, Birdie? Do let me know. Is it something to do with, do they do something to be able to keep on showing the games or something? To be able to do so, but do let me know. I feel like it may get taken down depending on how many people start viewing it. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. But so far, 4 minutes into this match now for myself, I feel like I might be a little bit further behind than some of the live coverage, but I feel like it is still a lot better than missing out completely. But now it is going to be Treviso, or at Treviso, I should say, Benetton with this line-out throw. About 25 out from the line. Going to the front to the man on the number 4 jersey. Now it's going to be 10. Going to 6 now. Driving forward. What a great low tackle that was, though, from the Bulls. And I believe it was Nassim Carr who was the man who made the tackle. Now it is going to be once again Duvanaka. Goes back. Nice backline movement here from Benetton. And it's going to be Hayward driving forward, but he is going to be tackled by Madosh Tumbway. And I have to say it is awesome seeing these two sides play up against each other for the first time in a long time that we have seen Northern versus Southern Hemisphere for a league situation. That one is still going to be in the hands of Benetton. 15 out from the line, 5 minutes into this match now. It's going to be a good run there from the number 8, which in this one is Halafi. And now it's going back, little offload, quick hands, and it's gone out to the man in the number 11 jersey. And he has scored the try, and it's going to be Monty Ioane, who was able to score it. And Benetton have opened this match with a try. Benetton just scored a try. They did indeed. And it was a very nice one. And Monty Ioane was the man who was able to score it. And all of a sudden, Bulls are under pressure here. It is 1 try for Benetton so far. Just nice backline movement, quick hands. Hayward out to Ioane, and he puts it down in the corner. Going to be a hard kick for the Benetton kick taker, but he has done decently there, right? We will quickly update this, and we will say that Benetton are leading this match 5-0. So I think it is a little bit behind live, but it is still well and truly a lot better. And she as well in the chat says Colin. And at this stage now, I will quickly check and see whether or not Sky has decided that they are going to be showing the game to see whether or not we can get back up to live. But if not, I am well and truly going to be happy enough with this one as well. But now it's going to be a kick. Monty Ioane. I actually see you, Bertie. You're in that chat as well. You found the game. I did indeed. Where can I watch it? And streaming, says Leonardo. It is on the YouTube channel called Rugged Rugby, is where I am watching it at the moment due to the fact that Sky decided they didn't want to show it. And come on, Bulls, says Brett as well. But at this stage now, I am just going to check whether or not the tennis is over because of the fact that that was what was replacing the... No, they're still playing tennis. So at this stage, we will well and truly take this live stream as our option. But that is a beautiful kick. No, just away to the side, though. And it means now that it is going to be 5-0. Monty Ioane scoring the first one of the match, though. And it was very nicely done indeed But what I will probably do is I'll probably end up cutting a lot of that first part out where I was trying to find the game, purely because of the fact that it just didn't like me very much. But we also got there, who do you want to win? Says Imran. I mean, I always am a fan of being impartial in terms of who is going to be winning, but I feel like if Benetton are going to play like this, maybe they deserve to win it. But the Bulls still early on in this match, still a decent chance. They have been told to use it. Duvanaka will be the man who will be doing so as well. But I will mention, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Come on, Bulls, says Colin as well, taken nicely there. Almost, but now it's in the hands of the Bulls. It's going to be in the hands of David Creel now driving forward. About 35 out from the Benetton line. The Bulls want to be the next team to score a try. Going to be in the hands of Mornay Smith now. Going to the short side. Advantage over Nokia. Driving forward with the ball here. And it is going to be a penalty to Benetton there. Well done from the forwards for Benetton. And at this stage, they have come to play, which is going to be very exciting. We have got in there Etienne. Etienne, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, has said, hi, Kiwi lads as well. And we have got Ask Guru, if he knows which channel it is. We have actually found it, James Gordon. It is on YouTube at the moment, believe it or not. They have somehow got it on there. I'm not sure how long it will be up for, but hopefully it will be long enough that the tennis is over. I feel like it sounds like I completely hate tennis. I'm not against the sport of tennis, but they had it on the rugby channel, which I feel like is pretty harsh to do so. Definitely when there's a final on. If it was just a normal game, I'd be like, yeah, I guess. But when it's the final, you want to see it. Makes South Africa proud as well, says Imran. Now it is going to be the man in the number 2 jersey, which in this one we'll be looking at Cornell Els. Goes to the front, but it is going to be stolen by the Bulls, doesn't it? Bouncing around all over the place, and it's going to be a penalty advantage. Or sorry, just a knock-on advantage there. And now because of it, it means that it is going to be the opportunity for Benetton once again close to the line. He said he can have a look at halftime. Says it was James Gordon. Is Ioane related to the Ioane brothers? I think he is a cousin, but I could be wrong in that regard. I often am in terms of the relations. Benetton will win, as well, says Leonardo. And at the moment, starting this match extremely well. So I feel like they have got a decent chance of being able to do so, depending on how the next kind of 10 minutes or so goes. It's fine if you say my name wrong. How close was it for Etienne? Or is it Etienne? Maybe? And Bulls as well from Imran. And at this stage, we have been able to find it, James. So it is all right in that regard. In this one, the scrum's looking physical here. And at this stage, the Bulls will be hoping that they can have a decent scrum, because they'd had a strong scrum up against the Sharks last week when they were able to win. And it is going to be now. They have been almost given the last warning by the referee here. They need to make sure that they get this one right. But currently 9.5 minutes into this match. And it's going to be interesting to see what way it is going to be going. And yeah, I'm excited. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting matchup, purely because of the fact that, you never know what way it's going to be going. But this one is going to be fed into the scrum now. Going to be Duvanaka now at the back. Now once again going for that backline movement, looking good as well. Now it's going to be Hayward, little kicker behind Monty Ioane with a lot of pace there. Monty Ioane winning the foot race, but it's gone into touch. He was almost able to pick up a second there, Monty Ioane. And if he had done so, then the Bulls would have been under a lot of pressure. It's wrong, but it's fine as well. Says Etienne. How do you pronounce it? Do let me know, kind of with it split up, and I will try my best to be able to pronounce it correctly. But yeah, Monty Ioane almost able to get onto that ball, but just not quite in the end. But Hayward at the moment at the back. He's been looking dangerous so far, Jaden Hayward. And now the Bulls are under pressure, only 5 meters out from their line. They need to get this line out right. Crobble, a lot of pressure on him. Had a very good Rainbow Cup South Africa, though. That one is taken nicely there by Nokia. Now they are going to be trying to drive forward, only 10 meters out from their own line. And the Bulls at this stage, they weren't able to get the win in the Currie Cup. But now the big question is whether or not they are going to be able to get the win in this Rainbow Cup match. Tumboy jumping for the ball, not able to line it up, though. And it is now going to be in the hands of Benetton once again. And it's going to be in the hands of the big number 6, which in this one was Negri. Driving forward, it's going to be going back for the advantage, though. And I believe it is going to be the scrum now. And we have got in there right here the name of the stream, please. I think, am I allowed to? I'm not sure whether I can, but I know that Bertie, if you are still in the chat, Bertie, would you be able to write it in? Because I don't think I'm allowed to, due to the fact that I don't know if it is allowed, but it is called Rugged Rugby, that it is on YouTube at the moment. So I'm not sure how long it's going to be up for, but I'm hoping that the tennis will be finished very soon in New Zealand, because at the moment Yeah, they are just playing a bit of tennis, which isn't what we want. We want to see the rugby. That is for sure. But it is going to be the scrum feed now. Going to be Duvanaka, who has put this ball into the scrum. Front row has gone down here. But now it's going to be taken nicely by Benetton off the back. Little offload now. Backline movement. And once again, Benetton in a good position. Bounce pass under the hands of the number 14. He is going to be dragged down by, it was in the end, Trevino. Jacobs had to be made as well. Going to be in the hands of the big number 8. And once again, going out the back line. No one wanted it. But now it is going to be a little offload fight out to Monty Ioane. Oh, he's dropped the ball, though. And it's a little knock on. So now it is going to be in the hands of the Bulls for the scrum. Rugged Rugby as well. Hold strong, Bulls. Says Brett as well. They're playing a bit of tennis as well. Says Gad. Yeah, unfortunately, in New Zealand, they decided that the perfect time to show a game of tennis would be when it's a Rainbow Cup South Africa final or Rainbow Cup in general final. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I dressed up in a suit ready to go for this match. And they were like, you know what? Here's some tennis for you. I have to say, if Benetton can pose a threat to the Bulls, things are not looking great for the Lions store. As well says Sebastian, yeah, it's going to be interesting. That is for sure. We have all got there. Not looking good for the Bulls at all, says Colin. Yeah, I think for the sake of the Lions store, the Bulls almost need to win this, but that is a huge amount of pressure to have on your shoulders. It's going to be scrum feed now. The Bulls on their own 22 at the moment. They have been told to use it 13 minutes into this match at the moment. Currently 5-0 to Benetton in this match, and it is going to be cleared downfield. Kicked to only the halfway line by Fanferin, though. Big fired pass across now. It's going to be Hayward now. Oh, it's going to be stepping nicely down Hayward. And now it's a little offload to the number 10. He's going to be linking up where he goes himself inside ball, but it's gone into the hands of Kutse. And that is very lucky for the Bulls right there. But Tumboy kicks it downfield now. Going to be taken nicely, very nicely by Monty Ioane. He looks like he's going to be a key for Benetton in this match so far. Nice little step there, but tackled on the halfway line. Almost on the ball with Stennekamp, but not quite able to get that one. Going to be now the hands of the number 9. Of course, he is a South African himself. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there for Christopher Smith. Of course, no Morné Steyn in this match here. He has kicked that one downfield. It is looking like it is going to be going into touch. Almost not quite. Curls around for Hayward now. And now he is going to be returning fire, going high off the boot. It's going to be chased hard. Going to be inside of the 22. And it is marked by Tumboy there. Come on, Bulls. Where's the tries man as well? Says Itini. I feel like I still say it wrong. Itaini, maybe? Not too sure. Could still be off, but that was a great pass. Little offload into the hands of the number 10, which in this one is Paolo Garbisi, I believe is the pronunciation of that one. And in the end now, it is going to be kicked towards the touchline. Hasn't found touch, though, from the Bulls for that one. And now it's going to be in the hands of Hayward. Those two at the back, Monty Ioane and Hayward at the moment, are just dominating possession. Going to be in the hands of the number 8, Halafihi. Going back across the field now. Oh, nice little hands there from the number 10. And at this stage, the Bulls are trying their best to get this ball back. But Benetton at the moment, I would say they've had about 70%, and now it's given away a penalty there. Man flopping straight over the ruck. And because of it now, maybe they take on the 3 here. It could be an option for them in this situation. He's not a happy man at the moment there. The man in the number, what number was it? I think it was 13, if I'm not wrong. He gets straight back up, dives straight over the ball, which in this match, the number 13 for the Bulls is Marco Janssen van Ferron. I'm just going to put my iPad on charge as well. Close, says Etienne. Maybe. I don't know whether I'm getting closer or further away at the moment. But Garbisi here is going to have an opportunity to kick the 3 points. And if he gets these 3 points, Benetton will be leading this match by 8 points. They are saying that it's a very hot day. And that is a true fact indeed, because of the fact, I think it was sitting, someone mentioned in the chat, it was 33 degrees at the ground. Jermaine has said, come on, Bulls as well. We've got a lot of South African support in the chat. And tell you what, something that I am going to do while we are waiting for this kick to be taken, I am going to be opening up something on YouTube, and I am going to be creating a poll like I did in the last match to see whether or not, or who you guys are going to be backing in this one. I've still got tennis on the screen as well when I do check at the other tab. But unless I am going to go onto this one, and I am going to put up a live stream poll so that you guys can pick whether or not, or who you think is going to be winning this one. Bulls look jet lagged. Yeah, it is tough going into conditions when you're going straight into 33 degrees. That one has been missed once again, unfortunately, for Garbisi. But that is good news if you are a Bull supporter. Who will win? the match? Right, we will ask that question. And also, I love these polls. I'll be honest. It's either Benetton or the Bulls. Do let me know in the chat who you think is going to win when that one is going into there. Ask the community. There we go. Do let me know who you guys think are going to be winning that match between these two sides. I am interested to see. I think we'll have more supporters possibly going for the Bulls in this one. We have got the Blues are playing, or the Bulls are playing incredibly bad. Yeah, unfortunately for them, just not quite going right at this stage. A lot of pressure on them early on from Benetton. But luckily for the Bulls here, Benetton haven't been able to convert. Oh, Christopher Smith, little knock on there. And that is not what he wants. He's kicked it into touch as well. But now it is going to be in that situation. Tell you what, they're drenched already, the Bulls. This is heat that they are not used to. Come on, Bulls, Cesar Bain. And also just say EG as well. I will remember that. EG, and I'm going to go see you. I'll maybe come back later. See you later, mate. Hopefully you do get a little bit better in terms of your health. But yeah, hopefully you won't be too bad. And you might be able to head to school tomorrow if you're lucky. Or it's Sunday, isn't it? Tomorrow. Is it Sunday? No, today is Sunday. New Zealand time at the moment, 4:51 a.m. So I will excuse my brain not quite working as well as it possibly could. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for it is going to be Benetton inside of the 22 once again. And then after this, depending on whether it's a try or not to Benetton, we will check that poll and see where we are sitting in terms of who is going to be winning this match. Going in here, Duvanaka now, they're going short side. Monty Ioane on the outside, not able to link up. No, he didn't quite get the ball. Duvanaka once again going to the big forwards. And it is once again going to be the number 8 crawling forward a little bit. 10 metres out now, Benetton. That is a great tackle from the Bulls, and they are going to have to make sure they defend with their lives here because that's the thing. These conditions for the heat, they are going to have to be careful with how much they are doing in the first half because they may end up getting completely drained in the second. It is going to be Duvanaka once again going to the right-hand side. Into the hands now, once again, of the big forwards of Benetton. They have got some solid players as well in that fullback. Now it's going to be in the hands of the number 6, the name that I can't really pronounce. Oh, no, it's Negri. I can do that one. But now it's going to be Duvanaka, a little bit of a counter-ruck from the Bulls, but it's a penalty. And this one, they will end up taking the 3, I would think. And it's going to be a double blow of the whistle as well. Bit of push and shove. And it is another penalty as well. I'm going to go see you. Oh, no, I read that one. Let's go Blues. Says Sylvan. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Bulls 22 as well, says Eddie. And Blues will get the rhythm as well, says Herky. Yeah, at this stage, they are just trying to find that winning combination in terms of that backline. A few drop balls from Chris Smith. Of course, Mono staying nowhere to be seen for this match, unfortunately, for the Bulls. Have I got him in my starting lineup? I think he might only be on the bench for my starting lineup, depending. That's the wrong one. No, Chris Smith is actually starting in my starting lineup that I have got as well. But while we are waiting for this kick from Garbisi, currently sitting 0 from 2. Unfortunately, not going his way there, but we will look at Benetton's form. The last game that you can't quite see was cancelled. But other than that, they have been winning all of their games, and now they have got a little bit more of a lead because they are leading this match 8-0 up against this Bulls side. And at the moment, it is Northern Hemisphere versus Southern Hemisphere for the first time in a long time. And it is great to see, although for the Bulls at this stage, they will not be enjoying this too much because of the fact that it's just not quite working their way. But also, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to vote in that poll in the chat with who you think is going to be winning this match for silly mistakes by the Bulls as well. Says Bertie, yeah, you can't afford to be giving away penalties early on in a match. Yes, he has dropped a few balls, missed a few kicks so far, but you can't afford to be giving away too many because that can lead to yellow cards later on in the half. That is going to be Duvanaka kicking that one high into the sky. Going to be close to the touchline, but taken nicely by David Creel. And yeah, the South Africans at the moment, they are looking hot at this stage in terms of the temperature because of the fact that they are not used to this heat. It's going to be a penalty to the Bulls now, though. 8-0 says Bertie. It is indeed. Have I got? Yes, I have. I got worried for a second. I thought that I hadn't updated it. Bulls will win this. Bulls will win this. They will definitely bounce back as well, says Jermaine. And come on, Bulls, says EG as well. At the stage, Christopher Smith, he has been told to kick for the corner. They need points and they need them soon. Here the Bulls, if they want any chance. But while we are waiting for this line out, that looks like they are concentrated here, the Bulls. They're going for that little bit of I'll tell you what, 27 votes and 81% of people have said that the Bulls will win this match. So we will have to wait and see whether or not that is going to be the case. Who is your favorite team as well? And timestamp at the moment says, Texie, we are sitting 21 and a half minutes into this match. So 21 and 32 seconds at this stage for the line out now. That's going to be Nokia going to the back into his hands. Nice throw from Krobler, and now they're going for that rolling maul, something the Bulls have done well throughout this season, and now they are hoping to do it here. Driving forward here, the Bulls going sideways, though. Benetton defending it quite nicely, and it has almost come to a standing stop, so they are going to be told to use it now. It's going to be Fun Sale getting that ball at the back of the rolling maul. Now it's going to be Hendricks driving forward, and they are only 10 metres out here. The Bulls is going into the hands of Coetzee. He's dropped the ball now. And the captain, unfortunately, not able to hold that one. Fun Sale is not a happy man at the moment because things just keep on going wrong for Benetton. Go Bulls, says Gareth as well. Who's your favourite team, though? Coming back to that EG, sorry. It's a hard one. I feel like I always love sitting on the fence in terms of not having a favourite side. I've been watching a lot more of the Bulls in the past situation or the past few months because of the Rainbow Cup South Africa. So that's kind of been the one that I have been keeping an eye on. That's why I know their side just that little bit better. But then saying that, Benetton, they didn't lose a game in their Rainbow Cup South Africa. So it's going to be interesting to see how they match up. My God, Benetton are actually winning. So proud of the boys as well, says Texie. And yeah, at the moment, they have been playing the better rugby. And also, tell you what, Monty Ioane on that wing is looking dangerous. I think he's going to get another in this match. I don't think he will only be limited to the one try. Wait till Bulls kick in. Just need to keep the score down in the first half, says Herky. That is true because of the fact it is a very hot day there. So you're in that situation of when your subs come on, they've got some very good subs on that bench for the Bulls. We'll show them quickly here for you guys as well. At this stage, we are missing a couple names. That is Eplon for the Bulls, and also the number 23 for the that will be for Benetton is Ratava Tavuyara. That's a hard name to say. But that is the guy who is missing there. So at this stage, the Bulls are going to be under pressure to be able to get back on the scoreboard in this first half. Jan Fenter. Oh, sorry, that was in the other chat that I have seeing as well. I'm seeing two chats at the same time at this stage. But now we wait and see it. It's going to be put in by Duvanaka now. Good push from the Bulls, though. Very good push. The front row popping up, but it has popped out the back for Benetton. And that is a brilliant kick downfield. Making massive meters. It's bouncing awkwardly here. And it is going to be taken here by Davakril, who is now going to be driving forward for his side, trying to find a gap. Oh, he's almost been tipped up in that tackle by the number 7. And tell you what, Benetton are playing a physical game as well. I know people were saying that the Bulls will be playing the more physical side. Or Chris Smith almost dropping that ball once again. He was very lucky. Tumbway now going high into the sky, not quite able to get it. Little knock-on opportunity, but now it's going to be in the hands of it's going to be Van Ferren, and he's going to be going, no. Was he in touch? It was right in the corner. Was he able to score that try there? Marco Van Janssen. Oh, sorry, not Jaco Van Janssen. Marco Janssen Van Ferren. Sorry, getting the names all mixed up in this matchup. Was he able to get that one down? That's the big question. I think he was very close to the touchline, though. So it may end up going back here for it being in touch. He was very close, but that's great defense from the man in the number 10 jersey. Foot on the line, no try. Great defense from Benetton right there. The man in the number 10 jersey, Garbisi, was able to save 7 or 5 points at that end as well. And we have got in there, my God, we have got, if the Bulls can keep their defense up come second half, they can win this. Their stamina is up as well, says Jermaine. I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting, though, because of the fact that the Bulls, they are used to winter and they are up in the Northern Hemisphere where it is very hot. I believe they said it was around 30 degrees at the moment Celsius. So it's whether or not the Bulls can adapt to the fact that they will have to put in a big old shift to be able to hang on with that heat that is going to be in play. That one's going to be kicked into touch there by Benetton. And so they're in goal. And that one now has gone into touch. Very nicely done. And now currently 24 minutes into this match at the moment. We have got, I live close to Treviso, but can't actually see the game. It would be awesome to see them actually win, says Texie. What degrees Celsius are we talking there at the moment, Texie? Is it around that 30 degrees or is it maybe cooling down a little bit? I see the sun's still out, though. It is a nice evening game there. But by the looks of it, there's a few people fanning themselves in the crowd, looking like a very hot night there at the moment in Italy. And it is showing on some of the faces of the Bulls players. They are looking hot indeed. And we have also got there. It is going to be driving forward. And now it is the rolling ball. Krobler at the back of that one is hoping that he will be able to drive his way all the way to the line. But they've got to go another 22 meters. But it's looking like it is moving here for the Bulls. And they are still driving forward. They are still going. They've made about 20 metres. It's going to be an advantage to the Bulls. So now they need this back line to work. Cornell Hendricks selling a bit of a dummy, and he has been tackled hard by, it was a man in the number 9 jersey, ripped away, and it's going to be a penalty now. We're talking around 32 to 33 degrees Celsius here. See, that's the thing. In South Africa at the moment, you're probably looking at around, if you're lucky, 10 degrees, somewhere around there. It's really hot here, says Texie. So, yeah, that's the thing. Are the Bulls going to be able to keep up with that fatigue factor? Are they going to be able to stop themselves from getting too fatigued later on? They've got some good men on the bench, but the big question is whether or not they can handle it for the rest of the time that these guys are going to be on the field, because it is very hard. I feel like the Bulls, their strategy normally in the Rainbow Cup South Africa is pretty much throw everything at it for the first half because we're taking you off in the second. But in this one, it's harder to throw everything at it. It will be burning a bit in the lungs, but these guys are well-trained athletes. So are Benetton, though. They are looking like they're not really feeling it. Monty Ioane looking like he wants to pick himself up another try, but Krobler now. It looks like at this stage they will be glad to see halftime. If the Bulls can score here, they will be right back into this match. We've also got 15 likes. Smash that like button, guys, and subscribe if you are new. You heard the man from Bertie, and I do thank you very much for letting me know the live stream as well, Bertie. Very much appreciate it. I was probably around a minute away from being forced to end the live stream because it's still tennis. I've just looked back. We're still watching tennis. It is Aga, Ali Simi, and someone else on one team. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going straight back to the rugby, and it is going to be Krobler now with this ball at the back of the rolling maul for the Bulls. And it has been working very well for them throughout the Rainbow Cup South Africa, getting closer and closer now, the Bulls. And they are only a couple metres out. They have been told to use it, but he is going to still be driving. Now he's going to be breaking off the back. Krobler going himself, getting close to the line. And he is only a metre short. Who is going to be taking it on? It's going to be Dumbway. And he has scored the try there. And Madosh Dumbway scoring the first try of the match for the Bulls there. And they are right back in this match now. And Monty Ioane just having a bit of a talk to them. A lot of passion being shown in this game, I would think, between these two sides. The Bulls scoring their first try of the match, though. And it's 8-5, says Zawanga as well. And also tried Bulls, get him Bulls as well. And yes, says Jermaine, they have been able to score it. Go Bulls, says Herky as well. And it is awesome news for the South African fan base that we've got at the moment. I feel like a majority of our viewers, other than maybe Texie, are actually from South Africa. Do let me know anyone else who is supporting the side from Italy, Benetton, in this match. Do let me know. Let's go Bulls as well, says EJ. Or EG, sorry. I keep on saying EJ, but Madosh Dumbway. I actually said that he was going to score the first try, although I didn't think there was going to be a try before his one. So I did get that slightly wrong in that regard. But I will mention, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are currently on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that button. It is very much appreciated. Chris Smith not getting that one. I'm going to have to change this one. And now it is going to be 5 points to the Bulls and 8 points to Benetton here. Going to be an exciting second half. Looking like it is heating up out there, not just for the temperature, but for the pressure as well. Pleasure, mate, as well, says Bertie. And also we're coming back, or we're back in this Come On Bulls as well, says Jermaine. And bit better Bulls as well from Colin. But at this stage, 28 minutes into this first half, it is going to be once again kicked off by the man on the number 10 jersey, Garbeezy. And we will have to wait and see whether or not they will be able to get another try before the end of this one. Chris Smith missed, says Bertie. He did indeed. It doesn't seem like a very easy day for kicking. I'm not sure whether it's the sun or anything like that, but both kickers, so far, they've got 1 from 4 at this stage. Bulls from Jacob as well. He is going for the men from South Africa, I should say. I normally support the South Sea Sharks, but I'm supporting the Bulls because they're representing South Africa, says Zawanga as well, and Nadal Sharks fan, but supporting the Bulls today from Norwich, UK. From Norwich, UK, from Jumba Duma. Also, I will ask you the question, what temperature is it in Norwich at the moment? Because it is currently 30-something degrees here at the game in Italy. So what temperature are we looking at in the UK as well? Do let me know. 8-8, get in Bulls. As well, says Bertie, you are a little bit ahead of me, mate, at this stage. I have not seen that next moment. Are you on as well? Says Johannes. Yeah, luckily, we have somehow been able to get the live stream up and running. The tennis is still going on my normal one. So at this stage, I have had to go. That is a great push from the Bulls there, and that's going to be the penalty. So I assume that is the one that you were talking about as well. But now the Bulls are going to be getting back to 8-all by the looks of it. And we always got 27 degrees, says Jacob. So, yeah, pretty hot there at the moment. And like I mentioned, not a temperature that the South African players will be used to. And I guess it's the same for the British and Irish Lions tour, though. They are going to be in that predicament of going from the likes of 30 degrees coming down to South Africa. It's going to be only about maybe 10. So it's going to take a bit to adapt to those temperatures as well. But when do the British and Irish Lions side head down? I know that they are playing Japan next week, I think it is. So we're not too far away from that British and Irish Lions tour, and we are going to be covering every single game of that tour. So if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have got Stein not playing or taking the penalties for the Bulls. He is not. It is Chris Smith who is kicking these ones. Morné Steyn isn't actually in the lineup anymore. I believe he did get a call up for the British and Irish Lions. So that is why he is not there. And it's 13-8 as well, says Zawanga as well. So I feel like you are a little bit ahead of me at this stage. And that one is a great kick from Christopher Smith. And that one has gone over. So now the score is 8-all for me. So I might be a little bit behind. So be sure not to put too many of what happens in the chat just before it happens. There we go. We have got 8-all at the moment. That means someone must score off kickoff almost. And we have also got there here in Knock. It's 14 degrees, says Jumba Dume as well. I'll probably take 14 at the moment. Here in New Zealand, at the moment, we're sitting at 2 degrees. And we are currently sitting at 5:06 a.m. in the morning. I didn't want to miss this game, though. That is a big kick downfield. And it's found touch as well. So that is an incredible kickoff for Benetton. How did that happen? It just ended up no one wanted the ball, and it's gone out 5 meters short of the Bulls line now. And at this stage, I don't know, like they're saying, I don't know if it's what he was hoping for here, but Gabizi with a massive kick downfield. No one wanted it. Everyone thought it was going too far, I think. And then from there, bounces over the head of the Bulls player. Now it's a 5 meter line out. And once again, Benetton in a good position. That one has been claimed. It's going to be bouncing awkwardly, though. That's going to be a try. And that is going to be the try to Benetton there. And all of a sudden, what a kickoff that was. Because of the fact that now Benetton take the lead back in this match. It's looking like it's going to be a high-scoring one between these two sides. And I don't think anyone saw that happening. Kickoff, going into touch. It's normally very hard to do that unless you're getting it out on the full. But then from there, the line-out just wasn't clean for the Bulls. And it does lead to the try to Benetton in the 32nd. He's in the Bot Camp Dam as well, said Jermaine. But yeah, in the end, it was just not clean from Funsale. Unfortunately, handling errors for the Bulls in this match haven't been looking too flash, unfortunately, for them. So they're going to have to be careful in that regard. And now it is going to be the try to Benetton. Silly mistake by Bulls, and Benetton scores. Yeah, at this stage, mistake after mistake for the Bulls. Oh, did he get that ball down? It was close to getting it down, but Cornell Els hasn't been able to score that one. They're saying former Bulls Academy player as well. Come on, Treviso. As well as Gregor Galway. He is going for the men from Benetton, or the Benetton side, sorry. And at this stage, if you guys haven't already, be sure to do the poll in the chat to say who you think is going to be winning. At the moment, 58 votes on it. Benetton, 24% chance of winning, but they are leading this match at this stage. Oh, rushed by Tambwe. He's missed it again. 3 in a row. I feel like I need to stop giving him credit and putting those on the board, because BC, unfortunately, missed 3 in a row. But Tambwe putting him under a huge amount of pressure. And because of it, Benetton sitting 5 points ahead, 13 points to 8 in this one so far. Come on, what a super try as well, says Aiden. Yeah, it wasn't the best, to be fair. And EG has said, also, why Bulls, why man? And could it be the heat, or could it just be maybe the pressure starting to build on them? They are used to playing South African sides. They are playing up against the Northern Hemisphere side, but they will be wanting to get another try before the end of this first half. And that is going to be releasing the player there inside of the 22 at the moment. Treviso are going to be trying to drive their way forward a little bit more. And it has gone to ground there. And at this stage, I feel like this game's being played at a very high pace. And at this stage, with it being 30 degrees, you can't keep this pace up without some players ended up getting fatigued. Taken nicely by David Creel. Firing it back across the field now. Christopher Smith now trying to find a bit of a gap. But he has tackled Nokia on his arm there. 40 metres out from the Treviso line. From the Benetton line. Going to be going short side. Fun sale goes to Krobela, the man who was able to score the try for the Bulls earlier on. And once again, they are going across the field. The captain, Marcel Kutsia, trying to drive forward, but he is tackled as well. And that one could almost, no, not quite an advantage there. Going back now, Christopher Smith firing it high, putting the man under pressure. It is going to be taken nicely by Hayward. No, not quite. Tumbway causing a bit of a disturbance, and it was a little knock on from the man. So now it is going to be a scrum for Benetton once again. Frank Murphy is referee, as well says Gregor Galway. How is he in terms of his refereeing? Is he normally pretty good, or is he not one of the best ones? I haven't actually heard of him before, so do let me know. But they are mentioning the humidity at the moment. It is hot there. I feel like it is it's actually 15 times hotter there than it is where I am at the moment. It's 2 degrees here where I live in New Zealand. So 15 times hotter, maybe even 11 times hotter. Sorry, 16 times hotter. Hot day indeed. And we have got typical Bulls keep their supporters tension up as well, says Erky. And also we have got supporting the Bulls from Cork, Ireland, home of Munster Rugby. Thanks for the live stream as well. It's 17 degrees here now as well. I'll take 17 degrees purely because of the fact, 2 degrees here. She's a bit chilly. I'm wearing a tuxedo, which I feel like is an interesting choice. To be fair, that's a good tackle there from the Bulls. 40 metres out at the moment. Benetton are from their own line. It's gone through the hands. Little bit of a fumble, but now they have cleaned it up. Little offload, another fumble there. And it's not looking too flash from Benetton at the moment in terms of that backline movement. Now it is going to be the man in the number 9 jersey, Duvanaka. I feel like I pronounced that wrong, but I think it is that. But now it has gone high. Going to be in the hands of Davakril once again. Goes across field. Now to Stravino. Jacobs getting one of his first carries of this match. Being very quiet in this first half so far. Big kick downfield. Taken nicely there. And it's going to be return fire at the moment. Bit of a game of territory. Taken nicely by Christopher Smith. And he is going to be kicking this one towards the touchline. Not the best kick, though, I don't think. Oh, it's going to be 40 metres out, though. So decently. He's already got a black eye. He looks like he's been in a bit of a battle already, Chris Smith. Jermaine has said, timestamp real quick. I am sitting at 36 minutes and 27 seconds at the moment for me. That ref is silly. That was not a knock on, as well, says Bertie. Did look like it was sideways from the angle that we did see, but maybe it was, I don't know. I don't know how to call these games, to be fair. I feel like it's going to be an interesting one. Do they have Captain's Challenge for this? Because I know they've had Captain's Challenge for the individual competition, so maybe they will decide to go for that one and have Captain's Challenges in this match as well. And that could be a crucial situation in these matches. That's going to be taken once again by Halafehi. And he has been dragged down 45 metres out. Little kicking behind from Duvanaka. Seeing a bit of space, and it's going to be Thumbway taking that one. Or is he? Is he going to keep on bouncing? He claims it inside of his own 22 or inside of his own in-goal line and decides to kick it for touch. But it is going to be going out. Yes, it is. Quick throw in from Montejuani Hayward now with the ball in hand, looking for the gap. Nice little step there. Almost breaking the defence, but he is dragged down. Now it is going to be fired out the back line once again for Benetton. Anytime this has happened in this match, it has been danger. Little kick behind from the number 13. But it's going to be taken nicely by the number 14. No, he dropped it. And now because of it, it is going to be in the hands of the Bulls with the advantage as well for them inside of their own 22. The ref, we have also got their hi from Deco. Welcome into the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. You guys being here. And we also got there. Cynthia has said Benetton are better than the Bulls as well. I believe that is better than the Bulls. I feel like I always get that confused because at primary school, they used to say that the crocodile eats the better thing, like in terms of the most food. But then I also heard a bit later on that maybe it's the other way, but I think it is that Benetton are the better side in that one from Cynthia as well. Why not show the match, says Brian. Unfortunately, due to licensing, I thought if I was to show any footage, it would get taken down. But there's actually another YouTube channel that is actually showing footage, if you are keen, Brian, and it is called Rugged Rugby. I don't think I'm actually allowed to link it or anything because it could get me in trouble. But if you do want to check it out, it is called Rugged Rugby, and they are actually showing the match at the moment. So, yeah, be sure to check it out. And I am completely fine with it if you do want to go watch that one rather than this one. I feel like you're probably already gone, to be fair. We almost got there. Well, Chris Smith has got a nice shiner. He does indeed. And I'm not sure when he got it because I feel like it's very early on in that one. Okay, thanks. As well, says Brian, no worries, mate. And Bulls gave them a free try as well. Says Kelly is bad. Yeah, it's looking interesting. And tell you what, Benetton have got them under pressure once again with a 5-metre line out. Going to be tough for them here, but there's only a minute left. They need to make sure that they get this one right here for the Bulls. Going to be taken nicely there by the number 5, rolling it backwards. That's awkward once again for the Bulls. And Chris Smith kicking that one downfield. They need to be careful here because they are putting themselves under a huge amount of pressure. Tries, Bulls, tries. Where is the tries? Come on, man. As well, says EG, sorry, and also not looking good for the Bulls. Another mistake by the Bulls as well. Luckily for them, though, it's going to be only 30 seconds left, so they may be able to survive this first half, but we will have to wait and see. I am quickly going to pull up some stats as well for halftime, so I can tell you guys exactly what the score, and also in terms of the possession and everything like that, what we are sitting for in that regard as well. At this stage, I just have to find the right tournament. There are a lot of tournaments going on at the moment in the world. We have got Rugby World Cup qualifiers coming up as well, which is going to be exciting. But now it is going to be the rolling maul of Benetton off the line out now. Getting driven sideways. It's going to be breaking off, and it's going to be the man in the number 2 jersey. They're trying to stop him. He's got it down, and he scored the try. They're saying it's a knock-on, but that was another mistake from the Bulls. No try knock-on as well, and Rugby as well. Can you please say the name again? I can't hear the name very good. As well, says Brian. I have got Birdie in the chat. He is writing it in because I don't think I'm allowed to, but hopefully from Birdie's one, that is what it is called. They've actually got 561 people watching as well. So I hope it doesn't get taken down because that is actually, I wouldn't normally watch it on YouTube, but for some reason they decided to show tennis in terms of, on the Sky that I normally watch in New Zealand, but they are going to be checking this one to see whether or not it was a knock-on. And tell you what, they are saying that it was a high tackle, but Fun Sale, was he able to rip this ball away here? It's looking close. It's looking close. Cornell Hendricks trying to stop him. The ball has come free. Or, tell you what, they didn't give that try to Tamaiti Williams in this match, or in the match for the Crusaders, but are they going to give it in this one? I think it is going to be going back for the scrum here because of the fact that it was, or actually it will be a penalty for the high tackle, I believe, and high tackle from Stravino Jacobs. It is indeed an 18-8 for Benetton now, says Achilles. And at this stage, we got people. Is it going to be a try? I think it's going to be a knock-on, but it is still going to be a penalty. Or they're asking the question, is it going to be a penalty try? Because of the fact that if he didn't go high, was he going to be able to stop him? That's the massive question that they are asking here. Going to the TMO, I think, to try and decide here. It's a huge moment in this game. Whatever way they go here, it is going to be a wait-and-see situation. Is it going to be another try for Benetton right at the end of this first half? Or are they going to be having a penalty only a few meters out? Could be a penalty try as well, of course. Like we mentioned, TMO has looked at it about 15 times to see whether or not he was able to score that try. Cornell Els, that would be his second try of the match as well. And it is going to be possibly, it's very close. You wouldn't want to be the TMO in this situation, I believe. From my judgment, he has he has knocked it on, but it was a high tackle from Stravino Jacobs. So you're probably looking at a yellow card to Jacobs and then a no try, but it would be ending up in that situation. No try. Okay, so they're saying that maybe because of the fact that it was round the neck, could be a penalty try here for Benetton. I think it could be very close. High tackle from Stravino Jacobs, driving forward. That's the thing. Looking at that, from that angle, if he didn't tackle high, maybe he wouldn't have been able to hold him up for long enough. I think it's going to be a penalty try to Benetton here. And maybe it will be possibly Stravino Jacobs getting a yellow card at the same time. Whoever's got penalty try for Benetton is Bertie in the chat saying, and also definitely a try. It's never game over. As well says Achilles, and game over it looks like as well says Colin. But at this one, they are trying their best to decide here. What is the call going to be? That's the big question here. Lot of pressure. Penalty try, yellow card is the call. So it means now that is a gifted 7 points as well. And tell you what, the kicker for Benetton, he will be going, thank you very much, because of the fact that he has currently missed 0, or he's missed 3 from 3. But that's going to be a penalty try. Stravino Jacobs is going to be off the field. And the Bulls are going to be losing this match by 12 points going into halftime. It's going to be a big situation in that second half now. We're going to have to wait and see how this one is going to be going. But if you are enjoying the live stream, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate you all being here. It's a penalty try indeed. And now it's going to be that situation of who is going to be able to get the better of the second half. Blues Y, or why Bulls Y as well. I beat you at it as well, said Achilles. And also we have got is Zamuda. The Witch Doctor is not happy. Or Inzamuda, sorry. The Witch Doctor is not happy, says Mark. It's over, says Aiden. I mean, it's 12 points, though. There's still that little bit of a chance for the Bulls. Yellow card for Jacobs as well in there. But at this stage, it is at halftime. at the moment, so we are going to have to wait and see how it is going to be going in the second half. But so far, Benetton having 65% of the possession in this one. For the second time, says Aiden. You put money on them, didn't you, Aiden? If I'm not wrong, but 65% for the possession for Benetton, also 69% for territory. 3 tries to the 1. Meters carried. They've had an extra 112 meters carried. Defenders beaten 6 in this situation. Clean breaks 2 to the 1 as well. And at this stage, tackles made. The Bulls have had to make, tell you what, 50 from 56 attempts. Isn't actually too bad overall. And also they have got the situation of actually 3 missed tackles for Benetton. And they are tackling at 90%, 27 from 30 as well. Bulls not playing well, very disappointed as well, says Colin. Although like someone was saying, with that heat, 30 degrees compared to like South Africa at the moment, which is only sitting at maybe around 10 degrees. There's a big difference. And I feel like we're going to get to see it in the second half, whether or not fatigue is really going to set in. But so far, 100% ruck success, 100% line-out success, and 100% scrum success for Benetton in this match. 33 rucks they have been able to claim for themselves. So that is extremely impressive indeed. Yeah, I'm excited for the second half to see whether or not there will be able to be a comeback. I am going to quickly check my coverage once again to see whether or not the tennis is still on. I feel like I don't want to complain to Sky because of the fact that it is tennis. And they're probably like, yeah, but people are watching it at the moment. Did you sleep in the suit, mate? As well, says Grant. I haven't yet, but maybe I will consider it depending on how it goes. The cat is currently on my bed. He would love to be able to put cat fur all over this. He normally, my old tie that was the black tie that I had, pretty much got completely covered in cat fur. We have also got there, right the way, or right the way they're playing with less than the player. It's over, trust me, as well. And we have also got be back second half, says Jermaine. We will see you later. And we have also got there still a whole half, as well, says Wicker Knight. That's the thing. If Benetton scored 20 in the first half, the Bulls, can score 20 in the second. That is for sure that the Bulls embarrassing themselves, says Cad. Yeah, they haven't quite found their vibe. And they're kind of, I'm not sure where the word vibe came from. That's a new one to use at 5:22 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, they haven't quite found their rhythm was the word that I was after. But yeah, maybe in the second half, few fresh legs out on the field as well. Maybe the heat could be getting to the players a little bit there. And we have also got, what's your thoughts on the Trans-Tasman final, said Wicked Knight. I am glad that the Blues won, because in the end, they were the team that were able to score the tries. The Highlanders, though, I'm pretty confused at their tactics because of the fact that throughout the whole Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition, they've only kicked 1 penalty. And in this match, they kicked 5 in a row. Whereas maybe if they had gone for that corner, it could have opened up a few more opportunities for them, maybe. But yeah, it just seemed weird seeing them kick for goal rather than the corner with the way that they have been playing in the past as well. And for anyone who is interested in Gallagher Premiership at the moment, Exeter versus Sale Sharks is golf. What is going on with Sky at the moment? Every time, oh no, okay, the game actually finished and Exeter ended up winning the match 40 points to the 30 of the Sale Sharks. So it's going to be Exeter Chiefs taking on the Harlequins in the final. That's going to be an interesting one as well. And we have also got there, don't underestimate the Bulls as well, or don't underestimate the Bulls, says Achilles, and also Bulls doing good. Second half, always better for the Bulls. Bring the cup home, boys, as well, says Gerhard. And also we have got their Bulls not having a good day. I think heat too much for the Bulls as well. Yeah, still sitting at 30 degrees at the ground. Pretty warm indeed. That is for sure. And we have also got there in the chat, kind of Kuinen. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. As said, lol, that smug Muppet, Marco, what an idiot. So the Safa sides would walk over the Pro 14 sides. Well, this should shut them up at the moment. You guys have a big rivalry, don't you? And I feel like it's one of those ones that you guys are always going to argue. But I do appreciate you being here as well at this time. He will be currently sleeping. So it is nice to get a little bit of time with you that you guys aren't like going at each other's throats. But yeah, at this stage, Kana Koinen, I will ask the question, who do you think you would say was playing the best for Benetton in that first half? If you had to pick a player, or I think you might have to pick about 2 or 3 because there were quite a few players playing brilliantly for Benetton. The last time the Blues won trophy, your cat was still a kitten, says Grant Swartz. That is true. That just shows how old my cat is in a way because of the fact that, yeah, he was still working, or he's still walking around as a little kitten. He was such a cute little kitten as well. We got him when I was quite young, and all they need is 2 tries, not impossible, says Herky. Yeah, they aren't out of this match yet, but if Benetton can score the first try of the second half, they will be in trouble. We have got, who do you want to win in the Trans-Tasman Cup as well? Or who did I want to win, maybe? Because the game was on a few hours ago. It was on maybe around 10 hours ago. I was wearing the suit 10 hours ago. I just realized that was a long time. But yeah, it ended up being the Blues winning that one. And I think everyone still wants to see that final of the Blues versus the Crusaders. I think it is inevitable at this stage that one day we are going to get to see it as well. And we have got, I'm from South, but agree Blues scored tries. We did a good game as well, says Wicked Knight. What did you think of the tactics, Wicked Knight? Were you surprised when they kept on going for the 3-pointers rather than the corner? Like, they've got one of the strongest rolling mauls in the competition. And also, it was just strange. Like, the rolling maul, the penalties of the Blues creeping in that second half could have really opened up some opportunity for yellow cards to the Blues. Then you got that man advantage. But they just didn't really go for it. 21 likes. Smash that like button, guys. As well, says Peter, you heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll have a quick look to see what we are sitting on. At the moment, we are sitting on 2,709. Thank you all very much for that. It is hugely appreciated. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on that live stream. And we have got David Russell. Hey, Steve, welcome to Pro 14. I'm loving it. To be fair, they are playing very well at the moment, Benetton. And it just makes me even more excited for the United Rugby Championship that is going to be coming up. And that's going to be a good competition. I am excited to see the likes. Well, I thought in my head I was looking forward to seeing the likes of the Bulls taking on Leinster, but maybe, don't know. We are seeing some very good rugby from these Northern Hemisphere sides. So maybe looking at maybe instead you could go the Stormers taking on Munster or someone like that. Could be a very good game to watch as well. Blues are the Trans-Tasman champions. They are indeed. And we have also got there not looking good for the Blues or for the Bulls at the moment, says Colin. And we know we watched the game. Colin, so this is Achilles, you keep saying stuff as well. I think Achilles, he might be a little bit nervous for his South African side at this stage. That's the thing. A lot of people thought this was going to be a runaway for the Bulls. But I said, for my prediction, I said it was going to be pretty close. I said Bulls by 10, but I felt like at the time that seemed like too much. And I feel like that was the correct situation. Unless, of course, the Bulls can score very early in the second half as well. And we did play very poor first half, says Achilles. And yeah, maybe, like they are saying, nerves could have played a factor, the heat as well. Maybe the second half, they kind of calmed the nerves. Handling errors were just happening a few too many times in that first half for them. I can't actually see handling errors anywhere here, but defenders beaten. They ended up beating more Benetton and also more possession, more territory, 65 and 69% as well. Highlanders played the way I thought they would, just needed a try as well, says Wicked Knight. Yeah, they were close a couple of times, weren't they? And it was like one of those situations, it was so close, but so far away as well for them. Like, I think at the end of it, we had George and Isaac here for the live stream as well, and they were both cheering on the Highlanders. I was still trying to remain pretty impartial, but like they were hoping they could get over the line at the end. Definitely in that final moment, I thought Mitch Hunt was going to nail that drop kick and they were going back to halfway. And then from there, it would have been all on to play in those final moments. And we've also got, as Kiwi said, if Benetton score first, second try half or second half, it's going to be very bad for us, says Achilles. Yeah, I feel like making up 2 tries isn't impossible, but when you have to make up 3, you're just getting a little bit too high in that regard. Garbizi, he's been outstanding, says Kana Kuoinen. Tell you what, that kickoff as well was brilliant. The one that went into touch, and then from there it was that line out that they were able to get the try off as well. We have also got, dear, what have the Bulls done as well, says Sebastian. At the moment, they are feeling the pressure of this Rainbow Cup. We are sitting at halftime, 20 points to Benetton, 8 to the Bulls. Do you still tennis, or do you still tennis on your side, mate, as well? I feel like that's going to become a saying on the channel, perhaps. I'm going to have a look. Are we still tennising? Yes, they are. Anyone who likes, do any of you guys like tennis in terms of actually like following the ATP 500, I think it was called, or something along those lines? At the moment, they're playing doubles and they're like smacking the ball around. And they're going decently at it, I think, maybe. But I much prefer watching the Rainbow Cup final, that is for sure. We have got Blues deserve that victory. We're the champs, as well, says Achilles. And Pro 14 picks up their game in the second half. And we have got, and yeah, the Bulls better man as well, says EG. And also, I don't think Benetton won a game during the regular Pro 14 season. Don't panic, Bulls fans. They will crumble in the second half. I hope in brackets as well from Ken. And at this stage, no, says Wicked Knight. Earlier on as well, What one was that for? I assume that was deserve that victory with a chance as well, says Achilles. At this stage, I will show the table for the Pro 14, the Northern Hemisphere stuff. At this stage, this was how it was ending. A lot of people thought Munster were going to be making their way into that final, but Benetton, they ended up in that situation of having the default points going in their favour because of the COVID cases that did come around in the Ospreys camp. So that rewarded them with the win, pushed them into first place. And from here, they haven't been going terrible at this stage, which is pretty decent indeed. At this stage now, we are getting close to the second half, I think, which is going to be very exciting indeed. And hopefully the stream that I am watching is still going to keep on running, because if not, it's going to be very sad to be going at halftime. But I think it is still going to be all right, possibly, if I'm not wrong, which is very good news indeed. But looking at the South African Rainbow Cup standings as well, you see the Bulls are sitting in first place, 25 points. They were sitting on 17 for the Stormers and then 16 for the Sharks as well. So it's an interesting competition for both sides. But now we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. We have got in there rugby, says Wicker Knight as well. And also we have got win or lose. I'm proud of the Bulls, says Colin. At the end of the day, they are one of the first sides in a very long time to head north to play some rugby. So it is pretty awesome that we are getting to see it. And I have to say, having the crowd there as well just makes it so much more entertaining. Well, I do watch the tennis to check out the females. They're pretty attractive as well, says Aiden. And of course, there is a lot of grunting in tennis as well, isn't there? And we have also got there, doesn't matter, can't ruin my great mood, after the Quins reached the Premiership final as well. That's the thing. Beating the Bristol Bears. Don't think many people were backing them either, the Harlequins, to be able to win that one. Winning it in extra time, though, what a way to win it. And then now they are going to be taking on Exeter Chiefs in the final, we have seen, because of the score being 40-30, I believe it was. And we have also got there's been a big improvement since 2 years ago as well, says David Russell. Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go from here for the Northern Hemisphere sides. The United Rugby Championship, hopefully, will all end up running nice and smoothly. And we do get to see all of the games. And yeah, anything can happen. That is for sure. We have also got there, at least Bulls reached the Rainbow Cup final. Something to be proud of for our Bulls supporters. Yeah, they finished top of the table. Had some very good games. What minute are we playing in? At the moment, says Marco, we are currently still sitting at halftime. I should actually put that for you guys who are just tuning in. But 3 tries in this match so far for Benetton. One was a penalty try. The other try early on, Joshuani. Sorry, not Joshuani. It was Monty Ioane. And then also the try for the man in the number 2 jersey, which in this one is Cornell Els, almost picking up 2 as well. But that was where the penalty try also came from. Then for the Bulls, just the 1 try, and that was for Madosh Tambwe, also kicking the 3-pointer as well. And I'm just being honest as well, says Aiden as well. But we have also got do not write the Bulls off. Done it before, says Herky. And someone who is not writing the Bulls off is you guys in that poll. So far, 87 votes we have had. No, sorry, it's still going up. 89 votes, maybe even more. It's up to 90, 91. It's still going. Right, 91 votes, 92. No, it's still going up. So 92 votes at this one so far. And the Bulls are sitting 68% chance of winning this match for you guys in the chat. We've got a lot of Bulls supporters. Big question is, are they going to be able to pull through? And are they going to be able to get that win? And we have also got there, at least you're honest, Aiden, unlike others as well. And we have got, honestly, should have only been 2 tries, let's be honest, said Aiden as well. But at this stage, it sounds like we are getting back to the coverage very soon. But if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, it is very much appreciated. And we love having you all here. And we are also going to be doing more games in the future. We're going to be doing the British and Irish Lions Tour, the July Test matches, also some of the Curry Cup. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see how it is going to be going. Agree, Aiden, as well, says Herky as well. But this one is going to be kicked off by Benetton now, 20-8 at the moment. I will get rid of the halftime on the scoreboard as well. 12-point advantage, as they are saying, for Benetton in this one. But the Bulls, they need to make sure that they score in the next 10 minutes. But they are down to 14 as well, which does make it even more difficult for them just outside their own 22 here, the Bulls. And they are going to be looking for a possible kickback. He is going to be kicking it himself there. Funsell going high in the sky, going to be chased by Creel, timing the tackle perfectly. And they have made the tackle inside of the half. Looks like the Bulls are going to be coming out with a very fast-paced attack here. But at the moment, they've got to get the ball back first. Treviso have got it in hand. And it is still, I assume, around that 28 degrees or so mark. The sun has gone away for now, which they will be very happy about. But this one is going to be kicked into touch by Smith. And now it is going to be the line out on about the halfway line for Treviso. I keep on saying Treviso, but it is for Benetton. And we have got, will you 1v1 me in Rugby Challenge 4? Says, E.G., what console are you on? Do let me know. And also, depending on what country you are in, also depends on how smoothly Rugby Challenge runs. It's a big shame that it doesn't run smoother, because I would love to play against people from all around the world, but it just never lets me because of connection, unfortunately. But do let me know what console you are on as well. Here we go, says Birdie. We are back in. And at this stage, it is going to be looking like a bit of a team meeting, team huddle for both sides early on in this match. I'm wondering what is happening here. Is it a drinks break, or is it just that everyone... Because if they're having a drinks break now, it seems kind of weird that they have had a drinks break 1 minute into the second half. So I think it was just a little bit of a team huddle there. And at this stage, I saw in the background the referee using the flag as a sweat towel. It is hot out there still for these guys. And we have got PS4 and South Africa, says EG. Unfortunately, I am on Xbox One, sorry. Unfortunately, and we've also got Benetton scored again. I am still a little bit too far behind. So I will wait and see. But now it is going to be going out the back line. Little kicking behind here. And it is a good kicking behind. And it is going to be sitting up awkwardly. It's going to be Madosh Tambwe taking this ball. Going to be kicking it for touch. And he has managed to find the touchline. So it is going to be once again another chance for Benetton. Having a line-out throw only a metre further forward than they were for the last one. North versus South is advertised on the board in the back. It is indeed. Bulls as well. Are you still awake, bro? As well, says Willie. I am indeed sitting at 5:36 a.m. here in New Zealand. Thought I wanted to stay up for this game. I am still loving it. For a second, they have decided to show tennis on the coverage here in New Zealand. So I had to find a stream that I could watch it on. But at this stage now, Benetton having another attacking opportunity. Going to be out the back line once again. Hayward linking up with the man out on the wing, the number 23. And at this stage, he has somehow kept himself in the field of play. Now it's going across field once again. Backline movement, breaking through the gap almost for Treviso. I keep on calling him Treviso. I'm sorry about that. Benetton, little cross kick opportunity here. And it's going to be caught as it Monty Ioane takes it. And he is going to be looking for the offload. He found it. And it's going to be a try on the far side. And it's a try to Benetton. And they have scored once again. I was watching your blue stream earlier. I'm doing a 12-hour shift as well, says Witty. And yeah, at this stage, what time did that stream start? It started at about 6:45 or so. So by the time this match ends, we are going to be looking at 12 hours almost straight live streaming. It's been a lot of fun. My voice probably won't last tomorrow, although overall it's not too bad at the moment. I'm talking a bit loud, but I'm also trying to keep it down just a little bit since it is currently 5:37. But what a pass. It was Monty Ioane on the inside to the number 7, and he was able to score the try, and it was Lamaro who was able to do so. We'll add that to the scoreboard. I have given the guy the conversion, but we'll have to wait and see because he has missed pretty much everything that he has tried to kick here so far. But Madosh Tambwe trying to handle Monty Ioane, not ending up tying up the arms though. And then from there was the try for the man in the number 7 jersey, Lamaro. Can we call it over now, Hamish? Says Aiden. It's getting close. It is getting close. 27-8 says Betty as well. Yeah, at this stage, it's looking like not an ideal situation for the Bulls here. They are going to need 3 converted tries. They are still down to 14 men for the next 6 minutes. It is against them big time, but that one has gone over. Very nice kick there. And at this stage now, are they going to be able to pull it back, the Bulls? It's getting more and more unlikely for them. Benetton playing extremely well. They've got the bonus point, but I don't know whether you actually get bonus points and whatnot in this competition. They actually had that for Super Rugby as well, that they still had the bonus point popping up on the screen, and I'm not sure why, because I don't think you normally get bonus points for the final. But Benetton able to score that one, and they are on fire here, that is for sure. It's going to be kicked off by the Bulls. They know that they need a try very soon. Now, all of a sudden, they need to score a try in the next 5 minutes once again, or else they're in that situation of they'll need 3 tries, and that will be just a few too many to get in the last 30, I think. But at this stage now, they have got the ball inside of their own 22 here. Benetton, and he is going to be firing it back. Goes to Hayward now, and now they are opening up the kicking opportunity. Kicking it downfield. Going to be taken. Yes, it is. Nicely taken by Chris Smith, who is going to be running it himself now, looking for the offload here. A little bit of a sell of a dummy out to Tambwe on the far side. Another offload, almost able to find hands, but not quite able to free the arms. Now it is going to be in the hands of, tell you what, we've got a camera very far away. There we go. We are a bit closer now. It is going to be fun sail now. Going back to Christopher Smith. Oh, lined up early there was Mornay Smith, but has ended up going backwards for the Bulls. But they are under a lot of pressure from Benetton here at the moment. And Vut is in the chat as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is very much appreciated indeed. And yeah, do let me know what you think in terms of whether or not the Bulls will be able to pull this one back. Currently 3 tries behind. A yellow card for the Bulls as well. It's going to be Chris Smith now. Kicking this one in behind. Good kick downfield. Taken nicely, though, by the number 23. He is winding up some steam now. He's running it straight. He's done the kick in behind. And now it's going to be bouncing awkwardly, but it is taken beautifully by Funsale, who is under a huge amount of pressure. Straight over the ball was Benetton. No, it is still on the side of the Bulls now. Krobela playing halfback goes to Mornay Smith, trying to drive forward, get a few extra meters for his side here. But at this stage, Benetton are looking strong in this match. I don't think the Bulls were expecting them to come out and fight like this here. But now it is going to be kicked high for Funsale. Looking for the sky, going to be taken. Is it? No, not quite by the number 23, but he's going to be taken out in the air. And that is not what you want to be given away. Was the man in the number 23 jersey, which is Ratuva Talvuyara, I believe is the pronunciation. Hard to play away, says Foot. Definitely when you have come from winter going into conditions that are averaging around 30 degrees Celsius at the moment at the ground. It is very hot indeed. But the British and Irish Lions, they're probably going to be in that situation coming down to South Africa, although they're quite lucky in that regard because of the fact that they're going to have those warm-up games up against the South African sides before they face the British and Irish Lions Springboks match, which is going to be a very exciting one. But this one is going to be a penalty attempt now. And at this stage, he has kicked 1 from 4 so far. Their kicker, the man in the number 10 jersey, which in this one is Garbizi. So whether or not he is going to be able to get this one, we will have to wait and see. Now, that's the thing. If he can kick this one, you're in that situation of from there, they will need 3 tries and something. Achilles, is your girlfriend still on the line? As well as that 5G, as I kind of need it, to be honest, as well, says Aiden in the chat as well. Yeah, there were a lot of bets being thrown around, weren't there? Has he kicked it? Yes, he has. And Benetton at this stage, unless something drastic happens, I think they've won this match already. And the Bulls at this stage, they just haven't really had an answer for it. Unfortunately, they haven't even given away that many penalties. It is just that situation of every time they make a mistake, it is Benetton right there. They must be tremendously disconcerting for all South African sides ahead of the Lions tour. As I said, Sebastian, yeah, they'll be quite nervous. Although those weather conditions I'm mentioning about, maybe that is what could save them a little bit. But at this stage now, it's a knock on there from Benetton, I believe. Or it went backwards twice, and now it is going to be Mornay Smith now. Having a good run here, Mornay Smith. Getting aside only 15 out from the line. If the Bulls can score right now, they will be getting back into this match. Now it's going to be a rolling maul situation for the Bulls. But it has gone to ground there. Currently 20 metres out. Nokia getting a carry. Hasn't had too many in this match so far. Going back into the hands of Mornay Smith once again, driving forward. He has been running hard in the second half. Funsale goes back now to Krobela, who is met in a wall of defence by Benetton. Great defence there. But Funsale now going short side. Going to the man in the number 4 jersey, which in this one is Volstenkab. Now it's going to be Christopher Smith trying to find the gap. Not quite able to find it, though. And he has been hit hard in the tackle on the 22 here. And at this stage, can the Bulls get through in the next couple minutes? I said they had to score a try before the 10 minutes into the second half. We're currently sitting 49, so they got a minute to do it. Kutse with a little offload there. The hands of the number 1 there, Stenekamp. Going back now, Funsale with a good dash at the line, but he has been dragged down there. And the turnover is good. Benetton have stolen this ball, and that is the last thing that the Bulls wanted there. They are under pressure. And once again, now it's going to be a counter-attack for the Bulls. Or sorry, for Benetton. It's out into the hands of the man in the number 23. Choosing a great step on the inside, little offload. But it has been knocked on, but I think they're going back for a penalty here for an advantage. Yes, they are. It was a neck a little bit high in the clean-out, I believe it was. Cornell Hendricks penalised once again. It's over for the Bulls, 30-8, as well, says Birdie. Yeah, at this stage, they just haven't quite been able to get it going here, the Bulls. And ever since, maybe around that very first try of Monte Ioane, it's just looked like the Bulls have been on the back foot. And I feel like that is something you're not used to saying for a team in the Rainbow Cup South Africa who pretty much, I would say, they had moments where they dominated. But now they're just in that predicament, unfortunately for them. that they just need to try and cut this loss down. I think it's their first start. And they just need to make sure that they can stay with the amount of men that they've got on the field at the moment, because they are going to be going back to 15 now. So they need all 15 of those guys out there on the field. But they are going to be making a few more changes here by the looks of it. The Bulls are going to be almost emptying the bench. 4 players coming out onto the field. The number 17, 18, 19. And also there was a back getting out there as well. So you are looking at the likes of, it will be Erasmus, also Van Rooyen, Nkuboka, and also they are going to be bringing on the man in the number 23 jersey, which is going to be Aplon, is the other change that they are going to be making. So almost emptying the bench. Also Swanepoel coming on the field. So now they need to make sure that they can get this right here. The Bulls substitutions. That is a good run from Benetton once again on the halfway line at the moment. And we going out the back line here. Nice little sell of the dummy, but a good tackle there on the man in the number 12, or sorry, number 13 jersey. It's going to be a turnover though, and it's going to be the big forward. Stenkamp just not quite able to get going there for the speed that he was after. Krobela tackled on the 22 at the moment, and the Bulls at this stage straight away. You see that little bit of extra life that bench is bringing to them. Nkuboka now getting his first carry of this half on the halfway, or sorry, on the 22 line at the moment. Aplon now, fresh legs once again out there. He is getting driven towards the touchline, but that ball is still in play for them. Now it's going to be Funsal. Goes back now. Great low tackle there on the number 19, Stenkamp. And that's going to be a penalty to the Bulls here, rather than the penalty to Benetton that we have seen quite a few times over and over here in recent time as well. But I will quickly, while I am in it, I will check that poll that I did do to see what you guys are saying at the moment, whether or not Benetton has snuck a few more votes in. Currently 109 votes on that one. And at this stage, Benetton, 38% chance for them to win according to the poll. Although that is one thing that I have learned with that poll, is the fact that people can't actually change their vote once it is on there. So maybe at the start of this match, looking at it now, perhaps that would have changed just a little bit. Go Benetton, says Cinzia as well. And I will ask you, Cinzia, who is scoring the next try for Benetton if they get another one? Do let me know. Who is the player to be looking out for? It has gone to the back, over the top there for the Bulls. It's another mistake, and it has been turned over now. And now Monty Ioane's got the ball in and goes on the outside to Hayward. And he has kicked that one downfield. It's a great kick downfield. And it has gone into touch. And it is a huge kick there. So once again, the line out just not going the way of the Bulls. Would have been Krobela throwing it. Normally, he doesn't mess up too many, Krobela. But so far in this match, I believe their line out win percentage is not very good at all, unfortunately for them. What are we sitting at the moment? We'll have a quick look at those odds. The line out win percentage at the moment is sitting 6 from 7. That is actually higher than I thought it was, but 11 in a row for the line out success of Benetton as well. 100% scrum success, 100% ruck success. Benetton are playing a very good game here, and it is making it extremely hard for the Bulls to be able to, do anything about it. But it is going to be now Herbst coming on the field. That is going to be replacing the number 5. Also, Barbini is making his way out onto the field as well. He is getting a big round of applause there. The crowd are loving the fact that Benetton are leading this match by as many as they are. I wonder how the Sharks would have gone as well, says Voot. And that is a good question. I'm sensing another try by Monty Ioane for some reason. I feel like that isn't a bad call at all. I feel like Monty Ioane, he's played a very good game of rugby so far in this one. So, yeah, we will have to wait and see whether or not he will be able to score another, because they have still got a couple spare backs on their bench here. Maybe Callum Brayley will actually come on later on in the match for Garbisi. So maybe Monty Ioane will be out, or be out on the field for the rest of the match, I should say. You know, when you poke yourself in the eye accidentally when you're trying to scratch the side of your eye, that's what I just did, sadly. Didn't line it up very well at all. But now it is going to be the rolling maul for the Bulls once again. Going to be in the hands of Krobela at the back of that rolling maul. Almost being told to use it. And now they have 52 minutes into this match at the moment. Cornell Hendricks with a bit of a step, but the defence of Benetton, other than the rolling maul try that they were able to get, it's another turnover. Benetton stealing this one in the breakdown every day of the week so far in this match. And so far, it's a penalty to the Bulls, though, for the player coming in through the side. So a little bit of a gift there. And there was a double blow of the whistle as well. But at this stage now, it is going to be a kick for touch for the Bulls once again. Uh-oh. That is unfortunate. That is the first yawn of the day. We are sitting 5:50 a.m. here in New Zealand. And I feel like for me to get this far through the night with all the live streams we've been doing to get to this stage with only yawning the once. I feel like that deserves a bit of a clap, but I won't clap myself because I feel like that's pretty sad at this time of night. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. I see we are sitting on 28, says Bertie as well. Let's see if we can get that up to maybe 30 within the next couple of moments. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. At this stage, we are only 4 away from hitting 15 or 715, I should mention, for 2,715. That was the weirdest way of wording that, but now it's going to be Hayward with a little bit of a step round. The crowd enjoying that one. 54 minutes into this match, 26 to go. And the Bulls at this stage, they need about 26 points to be able to be back in this match. Aplon now going for a kick in behind. Oh, it's gone out on the full. And that is a mistake there, unfortunately. It could have been a beautiful kick in behind, but didn't quite work out for them, unfortunately. This is a bull ding as well, says Willesia. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. What is a bull ding? I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, I've also got keep it in the forwards Bulls as well, says Foot. I think their biggest problem at the moment for the Bulls is every time they go to a breakdown, the Bulls just getting ripped away from them. And it has been very tough for them indeed to be able to do anything about the fact that it's just not quite heading their way at this stage. But yeah, at this stage now is going to be the line-out throw. Benetton have been able to claim that one now. It's a little bit of pressure. There's an advantage there for a knock-on, though. And now it is going to be a scrum feed for Benetton once again. It's over Hamish. You can end the stream here, says Aiden. That's the thing. We almost ended up at that situation of not being able to do any of the stream because there's still tennis on for Sky Sport, unfortunately, here in New Zealand. So we would have been missing this game, unfortunately. But luckily, Bertie was able to help us out there. And we do appreciate that big time. Alexander has said Bulls come on as well. And also the solo yawn trophy is awarded to Hamish, the unbreakable Kiwi lad, as well as Sebastian. That's the thing. I tried to get Isaac or George to stay up late for one of these live streams, and they all said nah. So I am just alone in my suit at the moment. I'm all dressed up for a final that I almost wasn't able to do for the commentary side of it because of all of the technical difficulties. Bulls are jet lag for sure as well, says Bertie. And yeah, it's going back to that factor of going from 10 degrees for the temperature. Monty Ioane now down the wing. Oh, but it's been claimed by David Krill. Yeah, going from 10 degrees to 30 degrees in only about a week is pretty tough on the body, it is fair to say. But now they are going for the backline movement. It's going to be kicked in behind from Stravino. Jacobs, it's gone out on the full. And they're going right back. And unfortunately, the Bulls just haven't quite found that rhythm. Go Benetton, says Cinzia as well. They are playing very well and get some sleep, says Aiden as well. And we have got time, says Texie at the moment. We are sitting 56 minutes into this match. It's officially over, says Aiden. And that's the thing, at this stage, it sounds weird to say, but after this live stream, I'm going to be having food. So I'll probably have to cook it. So I'm not sure what time I'll end up going to bed. It will probably be like 9 a.m. and I'll wake up in the middle of the day. At this stage, Benetton is not only Italy, as well, says Carlo. And yeah, at this stage, Benetton have been playing very well. They haven't just got Italian players. I think that is what you might be saying. They've got the likes of Monty Ioane. Like, they've got some very good players from all around the world. Also, their captain, Devold Duvanaka, has been done very decently as well. That one's been claimed. The line-out success for them at the moment is phenomenal. It's going to be in the hands of the number 16. Who is driving forward inside of the 22 at the moment of Benetton. Little bit of a step from the number 21 now. Little offload almost available. And at this stage, they have got 2 scrum halves out on the field. Duvanaka now going short side. This is going to be a try to the Bulls. Or sorry, to Benetton. He's put it down. And it's a try to Benetton. What a game they are playing at the moment. There goes my money again, says Aiden. I am sorry, mate. I am cursed at the moment when it comes to trying to help people out with bets and all that kind of thing. But at this stage, they are showing a depleted Bulls side. Benetton are fired up. The crowd are fired up. They are all in attendance for this game. Benetton on fire. They have been able to score a lot more tries in this one. 35-8 as well, says Bertie. Does that mean he misses the kick? We will have to wait and see. But this was just a nice play from Benetton once again. Marco Barbini coming off the bench. Then from there, they went to the short side. The number 10, the other Garbisi. And then from there, it was a try for the number 14 out on the wing. Has had a very decent game so far, scoring, adding his name to the try sheet. And that was, that's a hard name to say, Eduardo Padovani. I think it's the pronunciation there. but he has been able to score the try. Very nicely done there. And at this stage, the Bulls are going to have to be careful that they don't end up conceding 50 points at this stage. 22 minutes left. BC unfortunately missing another one. That's the thing. If they hadn't been scoring so many tries in this situation, those missed kicks at the moment, he is sitting 1 from about 5 or 6 that he has attempted. Give credit where credit is due, I guess. But yeah, Benetton are playing very well. And I'll be honest, I didn't get to see much of them in the Rainbow Cup just purely because of the time that they were being played. It was kind of in the middle of the night here in New Zealand. I watched quite a bit of the South African Rainbow Cup, but Benetton looked like a side to watch for the future. They are looking strong in this matchup against the Bulls, and I'm looking forward to the United Rugby Championship. It is going to be called in the next one as well. I should have known that the guys that are all over the world. It's like the Bulls versus British and Irish Lions, to be honest as well, says Aiden, and Bulls getting hammered, says Bertie. That one has been kicked downfield. Chris Smith claiming that one. I'll read the rest of the chat in a very short moment. But I do appreciate you all being here. That one's going to be another knock on from the Bulls. And now Benetton have got this ball once again just outside of their 22. Hayward now going out the back line. They've got a bit of space. The try scorer now chasing this one, but it's gone into touch. And it is going to be the line out for the Bulls now as well. 35-8, says Alicio. And also Alexander has said, the Bulls as well. And welcome to Pro 14 Bulls, says David Russell. Yes, looking solid. And Benetton at this stage, I've been utterly impressed with how they've played on this matchup. And I'm looking forward. I feel like they're almost luring me in to possibly, even though I do the games for the Curry Cup, I might also look at doing some more games for the Northern Hemisphere competitions that we do get to see soon, because it's been some very good rugby. I watched some of the Champions Cup as well. And yeah, I just enjoy watching pretty much all rugby. That's it all over as well, says Jermaine. And also Legs Gang has said, bro, how are you awake? It's so early in the morning. And I think the key for me at this stage has been I haven't slept yet. If I had slept in between, I think I would have well and truly ended up, I would have ended up in a bad situation of being half tired. But I'm still tired, but still going. Haven't slept so far. It is currently 6 a.m. here in New Zealand. It's an advantage. And now it's going to be a penalty to the Bulls now. But they need to get the line out right as well. And we haven't got there. Once you get 3K, you should shave your eyebrows. I mean... I mean, I feel like I would look very strange without eyebrows. So maybe 3K, if it comes around, we might do the same as we did for the last 1,000 or whatever it was, and that was get rid of this part. Maybe we could get rid of the mustache as well, but we will have to wait and see. I'm sure I'll be able to find some sort of subscriber special that I can get going. I suppose there's only one question to ask. What the hell did Benetton do during the regular Pro 14 season? Says Sebastian. They were just training for this moment so that they can absolutely dominate in a game up against the Bulls, I guess. Okay, they have been told off there. The players, the referee saying we don't need any of that off the ball stuff on the pitch. If you want to still be out here, you're going to have to stop that. So the mistakes be as well. Benetton, Benetton. Damn, as well, says Wave. Wait, Benetton, not Benetton? I feel like I pronounce it wrong every time, don't I? Benetton? No, I feel like I'm getting further away. I feel like my accent just doesn't like me today. So not Benetton. It is, can you, I feel like I need it. I feel like I say it wrong every time, and now I'm going to be thinking about it every time. Everyone that's been talking crap have left out of embarrassment as well, says Aiden, and also frustration seeping in, as well. And we always got, the Sharks would have won the game as well, says Aiden, and okay, says Legs Gang, and also the Bulls are making so many stupid mistakes, it's costing them the game. I can't remember when last the Bulls was more like this. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the South African Rainbow Cup, oh, that's a great run though. And now they are trying to make a few extra meters. That was Zaplon, who was tackled there. And that's going to be a penalty to Bennett. Oh, now I'm going to say it wrong once again. Benetton? Is it Benetton? Maybe? Benetton? I'm asking the question there. The lad didn't get into sleep. Give him a break as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, my brain's not functioning. Currently 6 a.m. Live streams back to back. And I feel like I've been pronouncing a couple of the names wrong the whole time as well, which normally I feel like I try and work on the pronunciations. But yeah, I feel like I'm working on autopilot at the moment. That's a good kick downfield from Benetton as well. Sorry. I apologize for that wave. I will hopefully be able to get it right in the future as well, because I feel like I'm going to be watching a few more of their games. Like I mentioned, first game I've ever watched of theirs, and I'm utterly impressed. And yeah, it's been very exciting indeed. We also got was correct originally, as well, says but. Wait, was it? Wait, now I'm confused. Wait, so is it Benetton or Benetton? Do let me know, because now I'm a bit confused whether or not it was the right one. The Sharks would have won, or at least have made it nail-biting match as well. Says Sips, hopefully I pronounced that one correctly. And we have also got the Sharks would beat Benetton as well, says Aiden. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And luckily, the Rainbow Cup South Africa, or the Rainbow Cup, also the Northern Hemisphere Rainbow Cup, it's going to be combining next season into the United Rugby Championship. And we are going to get to see possibly some of those matches minute. As well, says Marco, we are sitting 63 minutes into this match at the moment. And the comeback, unfortunately, for the Bulls is extremely unlikely at this stage. We have got second, says Foot, as well. Do appreciate the second one. So Benetton, is it? I feel like, was it just the one guy who said it was wrong? I'm confused now. I'll just say, mate, Benetton as well said, wait, so is it Benetton or Benetton? I feel like I'm confused now, and I won't know what to say. The side from Italy are doing decently here at this stage. It is going to be going to the front there. Kieran van Vuren, I believe, is the man who did, no, sorry, it was Skulk Erasmus who had that throw there. And they are going for that rolling ball once again. I think they just mentioned something about a side either not losing or not winning a knockout game. And at this stage, either way, Benetton, dude, as I says Alexander. So the first one, Benetton. I'll say it about 5 times, and hopefully you guys say yep for that one. But now it's going to be a little link up and not working out for them. Now it's going to be the big salad dummy from Benetton. Sorry, we have also got there. Come on, Benetton from Marco, and another 17-minute armed. E. You pronounce it like A. So Benetton. I feel like I'm making it worse, aren't I? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going to need to listen to the pronunciation. So I feel like at this stage I'm saying it that many times that I'm confusing myself as well. So Benetton. I'm sorry, guys. My brain's not working at this hour of the morning, unfortunately. That's a little knock on. And now it is going to be possibly the situation of I've got to say the name again. Benetton? Italian E, not English E. I can't think of what an Italian E sounds like. I'm sorry. Italian words. Trying to think of Italian words. Ton. Benetton. Is it Benetton? Benetton, maybe. Out of 10, how close am I to the pronunciation? I'm sorry about this, guys. Benetton. Did they just say? I'm confusing myself at this stage. Just around, in fact, Italy 2021 Six Nations squad had 16 players from the side as well, so that is pretty impressive. But yeah, hopefully Italy, they had a decent Six Nations at time, but also a few rough games. But it is going to be interesting to see what they are going to be doing in the next one. But yeah, just knock on after knock on, handling error after handling error for the Bulls as well. And yes, as well. So it's Benetton. Mapimpi would have cleaned them up. Nobody from Benetton would be able to touch him, or Bosch as well. There's going to be a scrum once again. It's going to be the scrum feed of the Bulls here. So at this stage now, once again, another opportunity for them to try and get something going. 15 minutes left in this match. They need about 4. Men like the E in Hotel. Benetton. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I've never mispronounced the word so many times in a row. Unfortunately, this is going to be the longest 10 minutes ever. I feel like it's going to be worse for me, mate. I'm going to be trying to pronounce the name of the side who are playing. I'm hoping they get some sort of penalty, and I will be listening very closely to the commentators to see if I can get this one right. There's going to be fun sail around the side. Good tackle on him. And it is going to be up as a high tackle. So now it is going to be going back now. The hands of Cornell Hendricks trying to find the step, but he is tackled once again. Going back now into the hands of big hit for Ndboka, I believe it was. And now it's going to be a little offload. Creel's dropping the ball again, but it is going back for the penalty now. Wood is laughing at me big time as well. Yes, you were close. You are close as well, says Wave. So it's not quite hotel. Benetton, sorry. I think I just heard the commentator say it. I keep on talking at the same time, though. But at this stage, I feel like it's one of those ones. At this moment in time, I think this live stream's almost going to be a private one, which is a strange situation because of the fact that we had about 15 minutes at the start that it didn't quite, we didn't really have the technical difficulties. Yeah, as well, says Wave. So it's Benetton. Benetton. I feel like I was saying it too aggressively, like Benetton, but rather it's Benetton. I think I just said the same thing twice. That was a shocker. But at this stage, 66 minutes into this match. But yeah, I think this one is going to become a private live stream purely because of all the technical difficulties we had extremely early on in this live stream as well. But now it is going to be an advantage for the Bulls once again. I can say the Bulls. I'm 50-50 in terms of the names of these sides, but now it's going to be a rolling maul once again. Breaking off the back now. The number 16 getting closer, Rasmus. And he is rolled almost over the line here. He's being dragged over. Not going to be allowed. And now it is going to be another penalty to the Bulls as well. It was good luck, Hotel. You close as well, says Wave. Benetton. They aren't saying the name anymore just to taunt me, I think. Oh, he said the Bulls. Nah, he's not going to say it, unfortunately. It doesn't matter. I'm sure you outdressed the official commentator for the game as well. Says Sebastian. Yeah, I feel like I was overdressed for this one, possibly, for at 6 a.m. in the morning. As well, at the moment, it's like the Bulls getting thrashed by the British and Irish Lions as well, says Aiden. And also we have got, what's the difference between the Scottish rugby team and a teabag? A teabag stays in the cup longer as well. That's harsh. It's like I've heard the one about people from Wales. And it is the one of, what do you call a Welshman in a Rugby World Cup final? And it's Nigel Owens is that one. I feel like there's a few like that floating around as well. Remember the hotel. And you are right as well. Hotel. Benetton. I do appreciate you helping me out, Wave, by the way. I feel like it could have been very easy just to go, this guy's saying it wrong. I'll just, say, bugger off. But instead, you actually stuck around. So I do appreciate that a lot, mate. And it will definitely make me remember in the head of what I should be saying for this one. But at this stage, there's going to be a captain's challenge as well for Benetton as well. I've said how many times have I said it throughout this live stream? I feel like it's an all-time record at this stage, but they are going to be checking something here to see whether or not pick and go off the ruck here. See as well. Says Carlo, he is a happy man, I believe, with that pronunciation, or maybe with the result at this stage. Currently 69 minutes into this match, and they are challenging to see potential foul play, I believe, at this stage. Mate, after this game, please have some breakfast and then rest, says Birdie. Yeah, I feel like I do need it at this point. My brain's all scrambled. We've been live streaming for on and off for the past 11 hours. And we've done in that time 3-4 live streams, all equaling about 8 hours worth of footage. So yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying this almost marathon that we have been doing. And it's going to be even busier, I think, for the British and Irish Lions. They're saying maybe a little bit of foul play there. The man was well and truly falling into the tackle, though. So I feel like it would be harsh to give it as that, because of the fact he tried to wrap his arms, but the player just kind of dipped in. Perfect as well for Benetton as well. Okay, they are trying to check. I feel like it's going to be harsh to give it as a yellow card here. But then there is shoulder to the head when you show that angle. Okay, they have said they was trying to make a legal tackle. Your players drop, so that is the call. So at this stage, challenge is rejected, and Benetton's still going to be leading 35-8, but it is now going to be the line out for the Bulls. Second lawn. Lawn? I won't mow my lawn today. I don't normally. I don't think I have recently anyway. But at this stage now, it's going to be a rolling maul. And it is going to be in the hands of Erasmus now. Can he get himself a try? Someone has gone down in that rolling maul there. He's going to be getting stepped all over at the bottom of that ruck. Off the back now, Funsale was asking for it. Not quite able to get it. And at this stage now he will have his hands on the ball, calling his shots. The Bulls just want to get over the line here in the second half. Only the one try so far. Four? I turned into a New Yorker. But Madosh Tumway. Oh, that one was almost dropped there, but it has been just hung on to there as well. Now it's going to be Funsale going to the short side once again to the hands of Erasmus. Oh, it's gone backwards there. Another handling error. Christopher Smith now trying to pierce the gap, but he has been tackled low. Straight on the ball was the player from Benetton, but now it's going to be Aplon who is driving forward only 5 meters out now. Funsale fires it out to the side. It's going to be in the hands of David Krill back in his pace. He is getting close to the line now. But the question is, can he get over the line here? He has been told to release now. And at this stage, Funsale going to the big forwards. It's been dropped again. And it's just not the day of Benetton. Oh, sorry, it is the day of Benetton, but it isn't the day of the Bulls here. In the end, it's going to be worth it, Hamish. Very few streamers actually stay up to stream games across the world. Says Sebastian as well. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I think our style of commentary as well is very fast-paced, which is why my voice normally, like after doing one of these live streams, my voice is gone for like 2 days afterwards. Is this a B-team Bulls? Says Max. I'll show the lineup. Believe it or not, it is actually a pretty solid Bulls lineup. It is just maybe first factor you would say is probably the heat over there, going from winter in South Africa to go and play in 30 degrees. But looking at that one, the player who you can't see is David Krill, who is a very talented player as well. But at this stage, like you'd say, other than missing maybe the likes of Dwayne Vermeulen, I guess other than that, you would say they're probably almost one of their strongest sides. But they just haven't quite been able to get it right for them, unfortunately. Like that back line, of course they are missing Mornay Stain as well, I should mention, because he would have been a big one. Morning, Kiwi lads, the only burger we're going to see other ones from McDonald's this morning, bro, as well. Says Machu. Oh, now I want a McDonald's burger in the morning. It is the morning, but I've got to go the nearest McDonald's is half an hour away. So at this hour of the night, I think I will just end up maybe cooking myself something nice. Well, as nice as you can have for 7 in the morning. And that's incredible. I'm so happy for Benetton as well, says Max. And yeah, at this stage, they've been doing brilliantly. Thanks for streaming your commentary. It's class listening to you, says Max as well. Definitely now that I've been able to work out how to say Benetton as well, it does help out. And also, morning, Kiwi lads. We have got 37 likes. Smash that like button, guys. 9 minutes left. Let's try to get to 45 likes, says Betty. Let's see if we can do it. If you are enjoying, be sure to hit that like button. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. I believe we are about 3 subscribers off our target. What a kick that is from Benetton. And once again, going in behind the defense of the Bulls. They are just struggling out there, and you got to feel bad for them. They are just getting absolutely pummeled out on that field. It's just not going their way at all. As a Leinster fan, I will even say this win for Benetton, this is better than any league championship we have won, as well, says Max. And yeah, that's the thing. With the difference in points as well, it can't really be like disputed. Like if it was a close game, then people go little moments shape the game. But in this situation, Benetton winning this match with a bonus point as well. It's his final game for Benetton there for Riccioni, sorry. He is going to be going off the field, and we have got Berger not playing this morning, bro. Has he done the disappearing act? They have actually got Zach Berger's just come on the field, if that is the Berger we are talking about in that regard. Unless it is also, there is another Berger, isn't there? Who, of course, off the top of my head, all I can think of is the McDonald's at this time of the morning. But I can't think of the other Berger, sorry. And now it's going to be bouncing awkwardly. Benetton, that ball didn't like that man in the number 22 jersey there. Trying to bounce all around. But that one has gone into touch now, and we have got there in the chat. Both teams getting hammered today. Yeah, it's been a physical game of rugby. And it is in a very hot hemisphere as well, or a very hot temperature. So that just makes it even more impressive. The training that these guys go through to be able to put their bodies through this much exertion I think that is the right word. That's a fancy word at this time of the morning. Probably couldn't tell you what it means off the top of my head, but yeah, they've been playing hard in this one. Little bit of a counter-ruck from the Bulls, not quite able to happen there. And now it is a knock-on, so it's going to be the Bulls who once again have an opportunity. I was watching the football, Germany 2, Germany 4, Portugal 2, final score as well. And also for you guys who are interested in the Gallagher Premiership, I will mention that at this stage, it will be the Harlequins taking on the Exeter Chiefs in the final. Bristol Bears and also Sale Sharks missing out on those playoff games we got in there as well. Let's see if Benetton can outpoll the Bulls by the end of the live stream as well. What are we sitting on at the moment? And Vut is putting burgers in the chat. I absolutely love myself a burger. That is for sure right. I will have a check to see at the stage. The poll is actually 46% for Benetton. At this stage, they are sitting 147 votes. Thank you all very much for voting on that one. And we have also got 38 likes, which is hugely appreciated as well. But now it is going to be a bit of a backline movement. Once again, Madosh Tumbwe throwing the ball forward almost in that situation. There was a huge knock on. And now we are going to be going back now. Cornell Hendricks driving sideways now with the run, trying to find one try for the Bulls. He is stepping around. Cornell Hendricks, what a great individual run. Goes to Zach Berger, little chipper behind. And it's going to be chased by Dava Krill. It's a foot race sitting up nicely, Dava Krill. Did he get it down? He is claiming it. Knock on is the call. It is a knock on there. Up against that man. Thought it was pretty close. Maybe they will go for a captain's challenge here to see whether or not he was able to get it down. Oh, it was pretty loose, but did he get something on that? Try-time Bulls as well, says Birdie. At this stage, he was able to go upstairs. There, Dava Krill. But at this stage now, it's going to be a goal line dropout, I believe. Clearly knock on. You can captain's challenge it. There's the option here for Marcel Kutze. Oh, that's harsh as well. Because they're not in the last 5 minutes, he's not going to be able to go upstairs. We're sitting at about 74 minutes and 36 seconds. So you got to feel slightly bad for the Bulls there. But by the sounds of it from Birdie, maybe they do get themselves a try that they are after. Going to be now in the hands of Benetton. They actually said Benetton as well. Are they saying it wrong? Benetton, though, is the name that I'm going to say. Zach Berger there tackled. Although he did release him in the end now. They're going to be trying to drive forward once again here, Benetton. Going back now to the hands of Erasmus. Running at the line, 75 minutes in at the moment. Scrumless is back. Welcome back. Thank you very much. That was close to 4, but now it's going to be Madosh Tumbwe going down the sideline, and he is going to score the try, Madosh Tumbwe. And it is the second try of the match for the Bulls. He has put it down. That is going to be a try between the posts. And it is Madosh Tumbwe who has been able to score another one indeed. Here we go, Madosh Tumbwe scoring his second try of the match. But it is good to see you again, Scumless. Thank you very much for tuning in. At the moment, we have spent about the last 15 minutes trying to pronounce Benetton right. But now I think I've almost got it. But then also at the start of the live stream, we were here for the start of the live stream, Scumless, because we did have a huge amount of technical difficulties where Sky decided they wanted to show tennis rather than the rugby. And they are still throwing the tennis. This guy is just kind of touching his balls. That sounds bad. He is playing with the ball, playing with tennis balls. He's got them in his hands and he's like using them to hit it at the other person. I see Wales under 20s playing the ex-pro versus Italy, as well, says Machu. That's the thing. I'd love to be following some of those under 20 games as well. Although I think my big downfall is the fact that I just don't really know too many other players. You must be behind because the Bulls scored, says Maxi. I think I am about a minute or two behind at this stage with the coverage that I have found. And we have also got there no try forward pass as well. Looked pretty flat at the time. Oh, they're going to check it. Surely they're not cancelling this one. The Bulls, I think it's going to be a forward pass. You've got to feel for them. That's forward. Out of the hands forward. No try now. And the Bulls have had another one cancelled for them. And they are saying that it sums up the Bulls' day at this stage. Just hasn't quite gone their way at this stage. No, I missed the technical difficulties. Lol, I was watching the All Blacks documentary with my mum as well, says Scrumless. And also, howdy, not good. My team getting mauled as well. Do you follow Rugby Sevens as well, says Sebastian? Not as much as I would like to. I did watch a couple of the games where New Zealand were playing Australia. But I feel like that's another competition or kind of form of rugby that I'd love to be able to get into as well. It is just kind of at this overall for sevens, I'm probably a complete noob in terms of my knowledge. So it's kind of one of those ones I want to make sure if I do those live streams, I have enough knowledge that it doesn't seem like I'm just completely reading off a piece of paper like I have been for Benetton in this match a little bit there. But yeah, in this situation, I'd love to be able to follow sevens as well. I'd love to watch the Olympic Games and kind of commentate on them possibly. But yeah, I will wait and see. Hopefully I do get a little bit more knowledge as I go, like I have for rugby union. Like a couple years ago, I wasn't really watching too much rugby at all. But now I have had to try and learn extremely quickly for all of the information, trying to catch up, I guess you could say, with other people as well. And hey, mate, I know, I'm sorry, things aren't going well as well, says Grumlates. And also Skulk Burger is most popular burger in South Africa, Kiwi lads. As well, says Machu. Is that a fact? Skulk Burger. Because I know there is a man called Skulk Erasmus, but surely it's not named after him that I know of. Surely. I don't know. I feel like my favorite burger, I was actually thinking about it just before, and it was probably at this stage. I mean, I don't know if it's the best burger, but I do quite enjoy myself a barbecue bacon double cheeseburger from Burger King. Just purely because of the fact that I had them a little bit like when we used to play sport and whatnot, when we'd have to travel up the road. I feel like that was kind of like the post-match meal. And it was decent. Like barbecue bacon double cheeseburgers, I actually prefer Hungry Jack's though in Australia for their burger. That is very similar. Kutsia taking the tackle there. And at this stage, the Bulls currently only 2.5 minutes left in this match. I feel like I've gotten off topic a little bit, haven't I? But I feel like at this stage, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the game so far that we have witnessed, although a lot of you guys are Bulls supporters, so maybe not too much. We have what's got there. No worries, there's a game of rugby as well, says Betty. And also there's a Rugby United New York and Utah Warriors game on alongside this current one. Lol, hope y'all don't mind if I watch both. No worries at all. And at this stage now, 2 minutes left in this one. And I believe it's going to be another little knock on up against the Bulls. But at this stage, they still aren't showing. Oh, that's nice. They have just started showing the game at this stage. So they are 29 minutes through on Sky into this matchup. 30 minutes in, and at that stage, Benetton were on 8 points. The Bulls were sitting on 5. Christopher Smith was lining up one from the halfway line. So they decided to show the whole game of that tennis match rather than relocating the game of rugby to another one and instead just start it about an hour later. I feel like that is interesting tactics, but that's going to be now in the hands of Cornell Hendricks. No, sorry, that was Trefino Jacobs. That's got that one. Now it's going to be a cellular dummy for Zach Berger. He's actually looked pretty explosive since coming out onto the field. And now it is going to be Kutzad driving forward once again for his side. We have got also there. Now it's going to the side. Once again for the Bulls. I end up getting confused because I'm reading the chat on the YouTube one that I'm watching it on. That looked flat. Erasmus dropping the ball. And Benetton have claimed it once again. And at this stage, they have got the advantage. 40 seconds left in this match until Benetton are going to be crowned as the Rainbow Cup champions as well. That's a game well done, Benetton as well. And that one has been kicked in behind. It is a good kick downfield. Only 20 seconds left in this one. Going to be in the hands of the number 22. He is kicking for touch here. Decides that is the best option. Hasn't found touch, though. That has summed up the day once again. And now it's going to be down the wing. Hayward with a bit of a step there. And there are only 10 seconds left now. And from here, it looks like they are going to be just saving themselves for 1 or 2 more carries. And then this one will be going into touch. Yes, it is. Only moments away from full-time. Benetton going to win this match extremely comfortably. Kicked into touch. The crowd erupts. And it is going to be Benetton, who have claimed the Rainbow Cup. And you can see the elation on their faces here, Benetton. They are loving it, loving every second. Bulls, now you're playing against the Rugby Nation. Jake White, watch and learn as well, says David Russell. He is getting behind his side there, Benetton as well. And we have also got in the chat, I'm only having you on. He was a prominent South African rugby captain as well, says Machu. See, I feel like as soon as you talk burgers, my brain is locked into burgers rather than anything else. We have got this game. Well done, Benetton as well. And we have got damn, love this chat. Go, you mighty Benetton. Listening from Australia, love the commentary skills as well, says Leslie. Thank you very much, mate. Usually appreciate it. I did mess up a few words along the way, but at this stage, I have been loving it as well. And we have also got there, okay, well done, says Vud, and also 41 likes. Well done, guys, says Bertie. And also, hi, hope you are well, says 11JC. I am indeed, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ish, disappointing from them, says Barry Green. Not the way that anyone saw the match going. I think people saw the scoreline, but reversed in this situation. Like, everyone is saying that they are amazed, they are surprised, they don't know how this has happened, but it did. And Benetton were able to get the win. Thank you, mate, for an awesome stream. You're a legend as well, says Betty. Thank you very much, mate. And Hamish, you're doing the best. You're the best for doing this for us and staying up so late as well, says Scrum Lass. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to sleep for the next day or so. And then we're into the All Blacks squad selection as well, which is going to be an interesting situation. I wonder who's going to get selected in that one as well. Good commentary as always, Hamish. Thanks. As well, says Achilles, and 44 likes, says Bertie. So that is pretty awesome. Now, something I might try and do, depending on how it works, I'm going to quickly contact someone, see whether or not I can get a guest on for the end of this live stream. We'll have to wait and see. So I will be quickly... There we go. We'll have to wait and see. But Benetton there, very good performance. A lot of possession, a lot of territory. Too many handling errors for the Bulls, though. My voice is trying to disappear. It sounded like I was about to break down in tears there. The way that one sounded. I'm so excited for the AB squad announcement on Monday, says Scrumless. And that is going to be it will be around 6:30 p.m. New Zealand time in this situation for you guys who are overseas and for that conversion kind of thing. We have also got watch the Melbourne Storm versus Tigers replay today. Hamish, was a good game, says Matthew. I might have to check it out. I think I have actually got the ability to be able to watch full replays. One moment, I am just replying. At this stage also, this is going to be interesting, says Bertie. And Bulls were overconfident and had a wrong game plan as well. Benetton also outplays the Bulls nicely. Disappointing from the Bulls, says 11J said. Bowden Barrett to make the AB squad. I think he is going to be making it in, but it is just a big question of whether or not he is going to be starting as well. At this stage, thank you for the timestamp for all of us, for us to watch foreign lands as well. And at this stage, I think I am going to almost be able to invite someone to this live stream, so don't go anywhere quite yet. I am going to have a guest. I'm not sure whether you guys will know exactly who it is going to be, but yeah, I will let you know in a very short moment because they will be joining straight away. And yeah, it's going to be interesting indeed. We will send an email. Do you guys send emails? I feel like I don't send emails as often as I should because I feel like that is one thing that I used to do quite a bit of when we were at school. We used to have to send emails all the time in school. And oh yeah, surprise guest as well. And thank you for the timestamp. And also, so glad I could help to keep the stream live, says Bertie. It is hugely appreciated, mate. Yeah, it was looking like we weren't going to be able to get going, unfortunately. But luckily, you did come in clutch there with the live stream. I was expecting it to get taken down at some stage, to be honest. I thought it was going to go down and I was going to be stuck in that middle stage. But at this stage, in the Sky one, they are only sitting at 35 minutes in. So I was thinking of either doing a post-match review or continuing this one, but I do see that I have got a guest that has arrived now. So what I will quickly do is I will put him on. You guys, I feel like a lot of you guys will know this guy, including a few who possibly have popped over from his channel from after he has finished the live stream. That is a huge hint, and it is none other than the Rugby Guru. How are you going, mate?
I'm doing well, thank you, Hamish. What a shock, what a shock. I didn't expect this to happen at all.
Yes, too. Well, I think a lot of people expected it to be the score just reversed in terms of the fact that Benetton were going to be the side with only 1 or 2 tries. But in the end, the Bulls, how many handling errors were there in there for them, unfortunately?
Yeah, no, there was plenty. It's definitely not the Bulls side that we have seen throughout this competition. I feel that they've made too many handling errors, too many missed kicks straight into touch. Just not really doing anything good at this stage of the game because they just kicked away possession for most of the 80 minutes. They didn't look like they had a game plan And when they were going forward, they just knocked it on the whole time.
Yeah, it was one of those ones early on in the match. It looked like it could have possibly gone either way, but would you say maybe 30 degrees they were playing in throughout that match compared to what temperature is it where you are at the moment? Well, it's in South Africa.
Well, it's around 13 degrees here currently where I live. So, yeah, but the Bulls should be quite used to this type of weather condition. I think the only thing that counted against them maybe could be the jet lag, because they only had a few days to prepare for this game, and obviously jet lag does have an influence. But I don't think that jet lag lets you knock balls on and kick the ball downfield all the day and making high tackles and not defending. So you can't really give jet lag or the temperature the fault for this one.
And we have also got in there, how's it Guru from Bertie in the chat, and also, oh my goodness, it's the Rugby Guru, yo, and also Morning Guru, I like your streams, mate. We have got a lot of supporters of the Rugby Guru in this chat as well, and we have got, I do watch the Rugby Guru as well from Vut, and salutations to the Guru, very nice of him to join us. You got a lot of supporters, mate, in our chat indeed.
It's unbelievable, man. I'm really enjoying doing commentary on YouTube, and it kind of gives me a reason in this COVID times to actually enjoy a drink or two as well down the line. It doesn't make me feel like I'm drinking on my own. So at least I've got some nice people joining in on the chats and the comments as well. So I always appreciate the support. And even you yourself has got a great fan base. And I think that is what keeps us going. It's these fans.
It is awesome. Like at the moment, 6:30 a.m. here in New Zealand, which some would say is crazy hours, to be fair, but I decided that I would stay up for this game, and I almost wasn't able to get the live stream going. Sky decided that they wanted to show a game of tennis rather than the Pro 14 final. The Rainbow Cup final. So for the first about 10 minutes or so, I was trying to get into that situation of getting it up and running. And in the end, it was actually one of the people in the chat, it was Bertie, actually told me about a YouTube live stream that was showing the game actually live. So I actually used that as my one, but I expected it to get taken down, but somehow it didn't, which was interesting. But yeah, at the moment, Sky are only 39 minutes through the game, so I am glad that I was able to find another way of watching it as well.
Jeez, I can't believe that they actually allowing somebody to do a live stream on the YouTube channel unless he is working maybe for the Pro 14 or maybe working for one of the South African companies, which might as well just be the case, but it's very rarely that we do see somebody live streaming it straight on their channel. So yeah, I think we're quite lucky that we had the support that we had if there's a YouTube channel that actually showed this game live. But I mean, regardless, I think the people do come and watch us for the entertainment purposes. I know a lot of people complaining about the South African commentary on SuperSport, and I don't know how the commentary is on that side, but a lot of them says they really enjoy the commentary instead of they're probably watching the game live and then got it back a few seconds just to catch up or sink in with the commentary. So always grateful for that support as well.
And we also got a donation. Now, I always mispronounce this name, as you know, but it is Kanakawainen, I believe is the pronunciation. I always get about 9 out of 10 in terms of the pronunciation, but let's not forget Bulls rep a country that has won 3 World Cups, and they just got schooled by an Italian team. South Africans are welcome to Europe as well. And hashtag Forza Benetton as well. It's going to be interesting. It's going to lead into a lot of hype, I think, for the United Rugby Championship now, because of the fact that people are going, wait, if Benetton were able to put on that performance, what's someone like a Munster up against the Sharks? What kind of matchups are we going to get to see in terms of, it's going to be exciting as well to see what is going to be happening from there. And that is going to be kicking off in, I think it is September, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere around there, October.
Yeah, it's going to be around September. And I can tell you, I'm one of those guys that got brought back to earth today. I thought the Bulls you could expect that the Bulls maybe with this score of 35 points to 8, I would have thought that the Bulls would win it by this margin. But yeah, it's like they say, welcome to Europe. I'm expecting a lot tougher competition now than what I initially thought that the Rugby United Championship will bring. And it's going to be exciting to see what happens, If Benetton can do it, what can Leinster not do?
That is true. And we have also got in there, Sebastian has said, really wondering, how does the Guru feel about the Lions tour after this as well?
I can tell you one thing. I'm still pretty confident. The fact that it's going to be in South Africa and the fact that we've got Jock Ninova and Rassie Erasmus, I think if we had any other coach coaching the Boks at this stage, I would have been very, very unconfident or very scared. And maybe I would have thought that the Lions would have won it if we didn't have Rassie and Jock and the likes of some experienced Springboks, the core of that World Cup squad there. So regardless of what happened today, I still think that the Springboks will be too strong for the Lions.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. In my head, I keep on thinking, I think it's going to be 2-1 in those test series. I feel like someone's going to be able to get that one win, but then the other two games are going to go the other way. But then in my head also, I'm like, could it be 3-0 Springboks or could it be 3-0 or where are we sitting? But I feel like, as you know, I sit on the fence every match. So that is why I can't quite pick myself a winner there. But I do see that channel that I was talking about seems to have not got the upload up on their channel anymore by the looks of it.
Yeah,
so I
expected that to happen.
Yeah.
So, you can get away with it up until a point, and then it's not going to work anymore.
Yeah. We have also got their South African teams definitely need to improve and get better. I want to see them lose, or I don't want to see them losing like this regularly. Hope they have a plan for September as well. That was from 11J said. And also True Guru from Voot. And 2-1 is realistic. Says, you're going to have to help me with this name. I'm going to put it up on screen.
Jiwu. I think it is.
Okay. I had a situation that I couldn't pronounce Benetton to save myself at about the 70th minute. I kept on questioning it. So do you say Benetton? Benetton? What other ones did I say? I said about 5 different ways that I could say it. What is your go-to?
Well, I just call him Benetton Treviso. So I don't know whether I pronounce it correctly, but I think that's the way the South Africans pronounce it. So it could be Benetton as well. You might be right, but I just go with Benetton Treviso.
Yeah. And the home crowd as well. Nice to see a crowd at that game. I'm not sure how many they were allowed there, but it looked like a decent showing. And they were well and truly getting behind their home side. And actually, in the end, I didn't realize this at the time. The Bulls actually had 63% of the possession in the second half compared to the 65% in the first half for Benetton. Something.
The whole situation there was, Hamish, the fact that the Bulls had the possession and they just kept knocking that ball on, move after move. And I think that opening try in that second half just took the Bulls' wind out, if you can say it in that way. I really thought the Bulls would come back, and then that try from I think it was the number 4 lock that got the try very early in that second half that just took everything out of the Bulls at that stage. So even though they got the possession, not good enough if you're not going forward or at least keeping your ball.
Because I see in the stats they don't actually have handling errors that I'm looking at. Because you look at these numbers, meters carried 402 to the Bulls, 360 to Benetton. Then you've got 24 defenders beaten for the Bulls, 15 to Benetton. And you look at those and looking at it, you'd be like, well, how did they lose the game? But handling errors had to be close to Rugby Challenge 4 numbers for these sides, you'd say.
No, absolutely. Again, like I say, the handling errors, lack of discipline, really. And they just didn't have a game plan, really. I don't think Chris Smith had a particularly good game for the Bulls. He wasn't able to guide his backline the way, say, Morné Steyn would have done it. But and even his kicking was very inaccurate. So I think the place where the Bulls might have lost this was very early on with Chris Smith at fly off.
And I will also quickly put that full-time score up for anyone who is just tuning in now. You are reading that correctly. Benetton have become the first Rainbow Cup South Africa, or not Rainbow Cup South Africa, but just the Rainbow Cup champions, I guess you could call them, at this stage. Do you think it's going to be the only Rainbow Cup we see? Do you think we're going to get another one?
I think it's the first and last one, because surely the Rugby United Championship will replace this current competition. Unless COVID sneaks out the bad neck again, and they have to revert back to a Rainbow Cup. But I doubt. I think this is the last time we've ever heard of the Rainbow Cup.
Yeah. And we have got Benetton can't overtake the Bulls in the poll. People still hoping the Bulls can pull this off as well. I actually had a poll on my live stream in terms of who was going to be able to get the win in this match. And it finished off 49% for Benetton. But early on in that match, we were sitting at about 80% for the Bulls at least. I think it was actually at one stage 10% for Benetton to be able to win it. But yeah.
Now, everybody expected the Bulls to rampage the Benetton side. And I knew from the beginning that it wasn't going to be easy. I put the Bulls up for a 10-point win. And that
was what I said as well.
Oh, okay. So in the end, it really just didn't go the Bulls' way. There's no excuses. I think, like we said, we can say jet lag. We can say they were missing some key Springbok players. But at the end of the day, just losing 4 or 5 players doesn't make a squad. And the fact that the Bulls have never been a good traveling side, you probably could have expected this to happen if you compare it to Super Rugby in the past. But everybody didn't take that into account, myself included. And well done to Benetton.
Very impressive. Like, that back line, like, at times was just looking incredibly sharp. Like, it was one of those ones, Garbisi, if he had a better, like, who is your man of the match? I'll ask the question. Would you give it to Garbisi, or with the kicking game being the way that it was, would you take it off him if he was the one that you were going to? Who's your...
Well, interestingly there, Hamish, I actually called it on I think when he left the field, when he got replaced, I actually said, I think Garbisi is going to be the man of the match. And then a couple of minutes later, he was announced as the man of the match. So I'm pretty chuffed with that one.
Yeah, because he played well. Like, I feel like having the likes of Monty Ioane out on one wing, I would say Hayward also had a very good game in that fullback role. And he kind of just seemed to be everywhere at the back. Anytime the Bulls, when they, of course, weren't kicking it out on the full, unfortunately, which did happen quite a few times, Hayward was just there, and then that set up that back line. And, just very impressive from them as well. But, looking at the numbers, 5 tries scored by Benetton to just the 1 of the Bulls. And I noticed on scoreboard it still said about bonus points and whatnot. I feel like, is that just a automatically generated thing, or do they actually get rewarded with points for this match? Surely it's just...
There was no points on offer for this one. I think it might have been a mistake from their side. I mean, any final, you don't get bonus points for that. So, just a little mistake from their side. To get back to you saying that Hayward had a good game, I think you can't just single out one person in that Benetton side, or that backline for at least, because Hayward, Ioane, although the volley was, he did make some important decisions at times, and then Brexley and even Duvenage had a great game. But now that you said, Hayward could have easily gotten that man of the match award as well. So, but in the end, I think Garbisi's try-saving tackle in the corner on Marco Jansen was a game changer. And just the fact that he found space behind David Kriel at the back as well, just kicking those little kicks in behind, was the difference between Benetton winning and losing on the day, I think.
Yeah. It has made me a lot more hyped for the United Rugby Championship when it is going to be kicking off later on in the year, because that's going to be after the British and Irish Lions tour as well. So we will know a little bit more information by then, perhaps, about who was able to get the wins as well. Bertie has said also in the chat, I said earlier, I can't remember when last the Bulls got hammered like this as well. And interesting to see what Jake White says about the game, and have to agree in there in the chat from Bertie. And also the Lions will be, in my opinion, hard pressed to beat the Boks. South Africa was and is the hardest tour in rugby. As a Kiwi, I also think the Boks will be representing Southern Hemisphere rugby, and can't wait for the Rugby Championship, because South Africa will have many debutants, after this match. Do you think Marcel Coetzee will be called by the Boks?
Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. I think Jock Nienaber already mentioned that they're not going to bring in any new players in the place of Dwayne Vermeulen. I think he's got his sights set at Jasper Wiese as well as Dan de Preer to fill those boots of Dwayne Vermeulen if he's not ready for it. But Marcel Coetzee is a quality player, but the question is just who does he replace? Because I do feel that Dwayne Vermeulen might just be ready in time to get back. If not the first test, definitely the second test, he will be back.
Yeah. And we have also got then there, EG has said hi, Guru, as well. And also it was always going to be interesting to see how South Africa teams doing after not playing international opposition in a long time, said 11J said as well. And Gabs has said Forza Benetton as well. She is very happy with that performance from them. And yeah, the crowd were as well. And it's one of those weird situations. I guess you've probably, because of the fact that you've been watching Super Rugby quite a bit as well, we kind of take for granted the amount of atmosphere kind of at the grounds that the crowds add, because we're used to seeing like those numbers, like hearing the crowds in those games for the Gallagher Premiership as one, and also just in this game, like you hear the passion of that crowd. And maybe that was just giving Benetton also just that little bit more spring in their step, fired up when they heard that crowd roar every time that they were able to get that try. But also, did you see the scores in the Gallagher Premiership by chance?
No, I haven't. What was the scoreline, Steve? Do you know?
I do, although I will get the exact numbers, but I know who won the games. And the first one went to extra time between the Bristol Bears and also the Harlequins. And in the end, it was actually the Harlequins who were able to get that win. So they are going to be moving on to the final, which is a big upset, you could say. Because the fact, I don't think anyone was backing them to be able to win that match. I think everyone
Bristol was the top of the lot at the time when the game was played. So they were the favourites outright to beat Harlequins there. So that is quite a big surprise coming from our side as well.
And it was Joe Marchant scoring in the 100th minute to be able to get his side the win there. But it was 43 to the Harlequins, 36 to the Bristol Bears. So they move on to the final
games, eh?
And this next one was as well, 40 points to 30, Exeter Chiefs getting the win over Sale Sharks in the end. So I believe next week it is going to be home final for Exeter, which should be an interesting match. I know that Sale Sharks probably would have been your go-to side there.
Yeah, no, definitely. With all the Springboks and South African players lining up there, I really hoped that they could win it. But with the fact that Exeter managed to beat them even last week in the normal round robin game, they came back from way down with Exeter and they managed to win that game. So I was expecting Exeter in the back of my mind to get away with that one. But I am very surprised with Harlequins reaching that final.
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting matchup, because I think a lot of people were probably thinking Bristol Bears Exeter in that final. But now Harlequins, maybe the dark horse in the competition, going all the way to be able to get the win. But of course, Exeter, very class side. So we will have to wait and see with that as well. We have got a whole heap of people in the chat still, so we do appreciate you all being here. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to check out the Rugby Guru's channel as well. He did a watch-along live stream for this match, just like we did. His probably had a lot less technical difficulties right at the start as well. He wasn't talking about tennis, trying to work out where the rugby was. But, we have also got in the chat, it's the name, I've forgotten it again. Unfortunately,
Duo.
Duo has said Lions playing next. Do you guys think they are ready because they've only been training for 2 weeks as well?
Well, they are playing a Japan side, so not to take anything away from the Japan side, and the fact that they will play basically a second stringer for that game, I think it is. So I do expect the Lions to easily win that game because, I mean, it's just a quality side. It's like maybe an England or Wales or Ireland or Scotland side on steroids. So yeah, I don't think Japan is ready for that just yet.
Disclaimer: they aren't actually on any performance-enhancing drugs that we know of. This is not.
Yeah, no.
But also, we've got maybe it was enough preparation for Bulls, Benetton, or maybe it was not enough preparation from Bulls as well. Benetton deserved win though and did great as well. I guess, yeah, it's one of those ones, like, it's a completely different opposition than you're used to, isn't it? When you do head up north, like different styles. But although Benetton actually, the way that they played kind of reminded me of that Southern Hemisphere kind of style. They did a lot more running with the ball rather than kind of kicking it for territory. But unfortunately, anytime they kick it for territory, like they should have kept going back to it because it was just rewarding them. Like that kickoff that went into touch 5 meters out from the line, that was very impressive. And then from there to get that intercept off the line out and score was just a little bit of, that was also, there were many turning points that it was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, right, another try, but the Bulls, I think they're still going to be able to find this comeback. And then it kept on going. And then it was like, okay, 2 tries behind at halftime. Then Benetton scored. And I was like, right, okay, this isn't quite.
I think I gave up on any Bulls hope after the second try in the second half.
Yeah.
I just felt that they could still come back down from 27, was it 27 or 25-8? I think it was 27-8. I still had a little bit of hope for them. But, yeah, after that, it was all over for the Bulls.
Yeah, and we have also got in the chat from Voot, there won't be a Barmy army for the Lions to help them. That is true. There are still no crowds at those grounds, I believe, for those matches.
No,
if I'm not wrong.
There will be no support for them this time around.
Yeah. Although they can have them for the Japan game for the British and Irish Lions, if I'm not wrong, at Murrayfield. I think they'll be able to have a few thousand in attendance for that one. That should be quite an interesting match to watch as well, just in regards of, because people are always talking about it. If the British and Irish Lions lose that game up against Japan, where does that leave them heading into South Africa, where they have got a few tough games? Who are they playing first in South Africa? I think their opening game is, I think they changed the schedule from what it originally was way back at the start. I'm going to have a quick look to see exactly who they're going to be playing.
I think it might be actually the Stormers, I think. Or is it the Lions first playing the Lions?
It is going to be the Lions playing the Lions.
Yeah.
And then after that, Sharks, then Bulls, South Africa A, and then Stormers with the 3 tests to follow.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Many people will say Japan managed to beat South Africa. So if Japan beat the British and Irish Lions, it would probably be not so bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love for Japan to beat them, but I just don't see it happening. But I didn't see Benetton beating the Bulls today as well. So you never know.
It's unpredictable, this sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
One game, it can be going well for them. And then the next game, like looking at that game up against the Sharks, they seemed like they were going to be like kind of in form heading into this last like kind of finals match. And then I would like to see a tally of how many handling errors. I feel like I might have to try and find that stat somewhere after this, because it just every time there was a breakdown or anything, it was either stolen or then at the first pass. Like, I don't know whether it was just because Benetton were like tackling in just the perfect angle that just kept knocking the ball free, but it just seemed to be every time.
No, it was, I think, easily over, well, don't want to go too far, but I think easily over 25 knock-ons throughout the whole game, if not more.
Is that between sides or just for the Bulls?
No, just for the Bull. Well, yeah, probably a little much, but it could easily have been that much.
I'm hoping. I don't think it's going to tell me anywhere, though, sadly.
Yeah.
It's quite a hard stat to find, handling errors. I feel like people don't like putting it out there, which I feel like the coach will have that with a big circle around it on the whiteboard or something going, right, boys, we're practicing catching the ball this week because this is not ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah, nonetheless, I think at this stage, my cat is sneezing up a storm in the background. But I think, he just left. I don't know whether my cat's still sneezing. I don't know whether he left on purpose or I accidentally clicked the button, but we are back to just ourselves for this live stream. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. We were just about to, so now I'm not sure whether you guys can hear my cat at the moment. He has sneezed about 6 times in a row, which I feel like is a record for my cat indeed. But thank you all very much for tuning in for this live stream. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all for the next one. I will quickly find the right button. I mean, he's disappeared as well. Says Grumblers here. He just popped away. I'm not sure what happened. It might have been either Wi-Fi or maybe a wrong button press. I know that George often does that when we are on a call on the likes of StreamYard or something. He'll just think he's clicking a different button, and then from there he ends up, unfortunately, just ending the call as well. Thanks, Hamish, rest well. As well, says Grumblers, and cheers, says Vut, and also take care, guys. Take care, guys. Have a good evening by Kiwi as well, says EG. We will see you all for the next one. It's 50-50 in the poll now, so Benetton making the comeback right there at the very end. And we're also sitting on 50 likes almost as well. We are one away. Cheers, mate, says Birdie. And yeah, thank you once again, Birdie, for helping me out with that live stream. But yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.